Hey guys, welcome back to the Unbreakable Sentai podcast. I'm James.
I'm Darius.
And I'm Noah.
Episode 21.
Episode 21. Darius got
did
it.
it.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm right half the time.
We're as you can hear from this audio quality, we're back, baby.
Back again.
We're done with the quarantine. The people who guessed right. It was me that had COVID.
Guess who's back again. Are you not gonna finish it for me?
I'm out of it today, dude.
Backstreet's back.
Are you serious?
All right.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't remember saying that.
He's like your people. He's
Whoa! What does that mean?
he's like the pride of Detroit.
You think I give a shit about Detroit?
But he's
He's a Kid Rock.
he's
Like,
one
fuck.
no he's one of the most important top 5 most important people to come from Detroit or Michigan.
I don't know if that's true.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't
Shady's
know?
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I legitimately didn't know who the fuck it was. All that was
That's
in my head
hilarious.
was Backstreet's back. All right. Which is why I said that. Oh, God. Hey, Noah, you got some owl facts for us, you said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite type of owl?
Favorite type of owl. I know a bit about the Blackiston's fish owl. That's a pretty cool owl.
They eat fish, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Wow, I
Is that
thought.
right? Crazy. I think Blackiston's the last name of the guy that discovered them.
So they hunt fish at night?
Yeah. They like perch on like trees near rivers and stuff like that.
Wow. I just thought they went for mice and shit and small critters. I never knew that owls to eat fish.
Yeah.
Hey, man, fish are small critters. Some of them.
That's true.
That's where they native to? What
They're native
region?
to like the coast of Russia and Japan. And what's interesting about them is that their calls are actually duets consisting of 4 notes. Did I talk about this?
I think you
feel
talked
like
about
I
this
talked
to
about
me,
this,
but I don't
Okay.
know if you've talked about it on the podcast.
I feel like I have, but yeah, their calls are 4 notes. The males take the first and third, and the females take the third and fourth. But it's like so quick that it sounds like one owl. And
Weird.
what's interesting is that the ones that live on the islands, mostly close to Japan, their calls are only 3 notes.
Russia's always got to try to one up.
I guess so. But I also like the spectacled owl. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was actually one in No Halo, the music video from Brockhampton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that owl in it was a spectacled owl.
Cool. When you said no Halo, I was thinking about Halo.
Oh, yeah. What are your favorite animals?
Oh, fuck you, Darius. Brockhamptons is your people. They're like, they came out of Chicago. Or not Chicago. They came out of California. And
They came out of Texas.
I don't fucking know anything about Brockhamptons.
You saw them live, though.
I sure did. I kind of forgot about that, if I'm honest.
Damn. All right.
It was a good time.
It's
I
been a
had
year.
fun.
It was on the 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2020
actually,
is rough, bro.
almost a year to the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, just over. I think.
Yeah, it was December 6th, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you complaining about the cold then.
Yeah, the cold sucks.
We penguined up. Don't worry, guys. We kept Darius safe and warm.
I mean, thank God we didn't have to wait outside in line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adventure
the
Island.
Aragon's pretty quick.
Yeah. And they were entering pretty quick. Like we got there at the perfect time that they had already opened the doors.
Yeah, I think 100 Gex was like just finishing.
Yeah. Is that what they were called?
Yep.
Nice.
Remember the lady with the wizard hat?
Yeah.
I think that was a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. They were fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm into their music, but
I
what
mean,
the guy who was supposed to play, I think he was supposed to play, but he spit in some fan's mouth.
What?
Did you not hear about this?
No.
Yeah, he told you.
Yeah, Lothai, I think his name.
Yeah. I just remember the first time going to the Aragon, and they were like, "Yo, empty your pockets," and I had the chapstick.
Oh yeah.
And they opened my chapstick, and they were like, "Oh, thank God, it's actually chapstick." And they closed it and gave it back to me, and I was like,
Dude, they don't give a shit. Everybody's smoking weed. And
"Absolutely."
shit.
That one dude who was just like lighting up multiple and just handing them out to the crowd. And the person's like, "Here, you can have it back," and he's like, "Pass it
Just
on."
take it. What a bro, dude.
At least part of that dude's idea was they ain't gonna find that it came from me.
That's true.
I ain't getting kicked out. Have fun. We got loads to talk about. A lot of stuff happened these last 2 weeks, and I'd say that the easiest way. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go down on these hot sauces real quick, and then we'll do that. I got some hot sauces from that first feast stuff.
I like spicy
and
food.
they smell pretty good. Yeah, everybody
Sauce me
some
up,
fingers
baby.
in.
Sauce me up.
That's the hot one, by the way.
This is so you got 2 hot sauces from
the hot ones.
Yeah.
One's Jesus Christ.
All right, Adam. Like, you want me to gob this? Like,
One of them's their own sauce, and another one's just one that they use.
yeah.
So what's the name of this one, James?
This one is Heartbeat Hot Sauce Co. It's Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's called Scorpion, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's from Thunder Bay.
Flavorful.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's got a bit of a kick.
Oh. It sits right there in your mouth.
Yeah. It's just chilling in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Probably should have let it rest on my tongue a little bit more.
Sure.
Than not at all.
Oh, did you just like immediately swallow it?
Yeah, I kind of just like taste it, you know.
You gotta aerate it.
Is that the yogurt guy?
I think so, yeah. And notes of vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm excited for their sauce though.
Yeah, I'm also.
It's got a lot of like fruits and stuff in it.
Yeah, it's very herby and shit. Yeah.
The other one was super
Seems
peppery.
like
I
a
liked
lot of-
it.
This one,
Oh, I'm so sorry, Noah.
you said there's fruits in here?
Yeah, there's like apple cider, apricots. I think.
The fuck is an apricot?
I think it's like an orange kind of.
Kind
No, wait, no.
It-
Is that a peach? More like a peach.
of. I
forget.
think it's more like a peach apricot.
You ever had peach pie?
No.
No.
Either of you? I saw peach pie the store
Yeah, it's more
yesterday.
like a peach.
That's an apricot.
Yeah, it looks like a peach.
Yeah. So this is the Los Calientes by Hot Ones. It
It's a
used to be
little
called a
chunky.
different name, but
Yeah, sweet.
It's very delicious.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I'd put that on stuff.
I would hope so. Nah, I just drink it.
I mean, it could be bad, and I wouldn't put it on stuff.
I mean, you're right. That was pretty good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I really like that one.
They the day that Daniel Radcliffe's video came out, they were like, "Yeah, we finally have. You can buy all 13 or all 10
Oh,
sauces."
I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he was on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like he put out a video, and I was imagining a video similar to like what Shia LaBeouf would put out.
Oh, just do it.
Yeah.
Which one do you think was hotter?
I think Heartbeat was hotter.
Yeah.
I think that one's hotter. I feel like Los Calientes was hotter, but I don't know if it was like affected because I had the other one first.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Heartbeat is hotter on their show. Like it's listed
Right.
higher. So
You also gave me a lot more of the Los Calientes. So.
that's true. It's kind of an accident. But no, the day Daniel Radcliffe did his thing, they were like, "Yeah,
Is that Harry Potter?
yes."
Okay.
They were like, "Yeah, here it is. It's released. You can get all 10 hot sauce for $120. It's like you can buy it in a package." And that day I went to the site and that was sold out. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, "Jesus fucking Christ! All right, guys, calm down."
Hot Ones is very popular.
Oh yeah. But then I could buy these two. So they must have just run out of one of the sauces
Oh, weird.
because these are in that package.
Sure.
So, and I bought these that day. I'm gonna go grab my water bottle, not because this was spicy, but because like
You don't need to
I'm
make
thirsty.
excuses, Chance. We know.
I don't need this shit, Darius.
We
It's
know.
not from you.
We know. That's
Not
okay.
From you.
It's
I
okay.
mean, he did eat what was it, scorpion?
The pepper thing?
Yeah,
I mean,
and you didn't. So I mean,
yeah, but it wasn't from fear of hotness. It was for fear of dealing with the aftermath.
sure.
Sorry. It sounded like bitch in here. What was that?
I said it wasn't from fear of hotness. It was from fear of dealing with the aftermath.
Yeah, sure. It's okay. You don't have to make excuses, buddy.
James, I'll take the bomb. I just don't want the radiation. Okay. Was that a bad, mistasteful joke?
It was probably in poor taste. I don't give a shit though. But no, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff to fucking talk about this week, and the only real way to get it done, honestly, is let's split it up into movies, like movies and TV shows, And then we'll do the games afterwards, right?
Okay. Shout out to Warner Brothers coming through and destroying the game with the HBO Max
Movies.
deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that every director is kind of like being kind of pissed off about it though?
Oh yeah, everybody's scared in that industry because
Yeah.
it's like box office bonuses was a huge thing
Yeah,
for
but
people.
fuck them, the millionaires.
Yep.
That's true.
The Dune guy, the Dune director came out.
Didn't he?
Yeah, and he was like, "Yep, I don't really like this because this is gonna hurt our chances of actually getting a sequel."
Oh shit.
How
though? Well, I
'Cause,
mean,
like-
like obviously the money's a part of it, but like,
But also, I think it's because like with how those streaming services work, you can kind of see the views.
well, you'd have to be able to. That absolutely would be something that they'd make mandatory for that.
Yeah.
Warner Bros.
But like at the same time, I understand he's mad, but the world is changing. So
Oh yeah.
you gotta like, there's nothing you can really do to.
I mean,
Dude.
the vaccine's coming out, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but theaters have been going down.
yeah,
AMC said it's gonna be gone by the end of the year too. They just put out an article
really?
today where they're like, "Yep, we're done. We can't. Sorry." So
Like,
instead of only
straight
closing
done?
some of them, yeah,
damn,
they're like gone.
that
gone.
sucks. I really wanted to watch Dune in theaters.
You
Yeah.
you can like
Yeah, I heard that they're simultaneously releasing it.
yeah, which is cool.
I'll go with you.
Yeah. I definitely want to see it in IMAX though.
I'll go with you. It'll probably. I mean, the place by me isn't gonna shut
Does
down
it
yet.
have an IMAX?
Oh yeah.
No, nice.
Well,
I wasn't sure.
yes, it has their equivalent, which is like the same thing.
Okay.
So
The Marcus Theater by us has an IMAX too.
yeah.
So
Oh, the one at the mall.
no, Marcus, the one
It's-
on Lake
Is
Street.
it on?
It's by
No,
Denny's.
I don't know them.
On Lake Street. Remember we went to IHOP after the
IHOP, my
the
Brockhampton.
Brockhampton concert?
Yeah.
You know, a big movie
Okay,
theater?
the one where we saw the My Hero movie.
Yeah.
at?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And yeah, they've got an IMAX. We watched quite a few movies there. That's kind of the theater that I watch the most movies at because of
Yeah,
Darius.
that's like our go-to theater. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Except you have to see Marcus fucking talk out his asshole.
yeah. Every time I see him, I
Hey
just,
guys, I'm white and I hate black people. Like,
yeah,
Jesus.
I just think he's racist. He hasn't said anything, but he's a old rich white man, so chances are.
yeah, you can smell it on him.
Yeah.
He's got that southern house vibe to him.
Yeah.
But that shit was like it was very interesting what Warner Brothers did by saying everything like for the next year, all our movies are gonna go to theaters and HBO Max
Yeah.
simultaneously, which is showing their fucking hand and pulling their dick out and putting it on the table and saying, "What you gonna do, Disney?"
Yeah, I mean, Disney kind of did it with Mulan, but they wanted you to pay like $30 to view it
Yep.
Yeah,
on top of your sub fee.
And it's like,
Do you know if HBO Max is just like it's free?
yeah, it's just for
Okay.
oh really? That's
That's insane.
If
They
you,
did just drop a dick on the table, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, your move, Disney.
Yeah, and then things start with Wonder Woman
There's
on Christmas.
no fucking way Disney does it. They
No.
make billions of dollars just on their superhero movies.
Yeah, but the world's changing, dude. Like people don't give a fuck
you
about
think
movie
Disney
theaters.
cares about that?
I mean, he's right. You're gonna have
If-
to pay
if
$20
people-
for Spider-Man.
If like a million people died if they went to theaters, they'd still release it in theaters because they'd make $1 billion. They don't give a shit.
I mean,
you'd have COVID-only screenings.
Yeah, for real. Like a tent outside of it,
Yeah.
100%.
I think Disney cares at least a little bit because like this forces Disney's hand to make a fucking choice, especially with Black Widow.
I could see them doing it for Black Widow. I don't know if people are super interested in that movie. I'm not, so maybe I'm just projecting. But
Yeah, I think enough people are interested in it. Honestly.
yeah, but she's a dead character,
Yeah, well,
and it's like a
For
prequel,
now.
So like, who cares?
for now, she's.
Well,
a
she
dead
was sacrificed
character.
for the Soul Stone, and as far
It
as
doesn't
we
matter
know-
in comic books.
Yeah.
I know, but
And it doesn't take her out of the multiverse.
I guess.
So like, there's.
But like,
there's
there would
Earth
have to be such a
2077.
long, like, fucking story to like get her out of that.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't do it in a movie.
Sure, they could. They did it already to Gamora in a movie.
Yeah, but that they didn't get her out of it. It's like an alternate version of her.
That's how you get her out of it.
Yeah.
I know, but like,
That's just gonna happen.
I know what you mean, Noah, because I agree.
if they went the route of them getting her out of the Soul Stone, it wouldn't be a one movie thing.
Exactly.
It would be a build up.
Yeah.
for sure.
But they won't.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna.
Do people like Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't care for her. She's just a mercenary.
I mean,
Shut up.
I'm in it, so I care just because I'm in it. You know.
Yeah.
Disney has you for $30 no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Even if it's a shitty
I
Kingdom
wouldn't-
Hearts DLC.
Yeah.
$30. That's so much to watch a movie.
Hey,
Was this Dune?
yeah, right.
But I'm interested in it. I want to see it, and I don't know when I'm gonna see it, but we're gonna see what Disney does because they released a whole bunch of news about
Yep.
Marvel and Star
Good
Wars
fucking
shows.
segue, Darius, because that's what I was about to start talking about. They had their Disney Expo or whatever it's called,
It's like
their conference for their
E3 or
people and stuff.
something.
Yeah. So first and foremost, kind of the biggest thing they did for the Marvel Universe is the Spider-Man Homecoming director is going to direct the Fantastic Four movie.
Nice.
And that's going to be in the Marvel Universe. So it's
Nice.
like Fantastic Four's here.
So we getting
Yeah.
Doom?
Yep. Hell yeah.
Hell
We
yeah,
getting
dude.
Victor Vaughn, man.
Dude, like an Omega level fucking supervillain. They
Finally.
can definitely
Yeah.
use it.
Someone who's not just a fucking the only character that's not a throwaway villain in all of like the Marvel movies so far has been Loki.
Thanos wasn't.
Yeah, but now he is.
Well, he's dead. But like Loki's not even like a villain anymore.
Well, he is now, because the Loki that's out and about is the Loki post getting captured
'cause he
from
died.
Avengers 1. Yeah,
Oh,
so he is a
shit.
villain now.
I
He's just
guess.
he lost all of his character development.
Great. I love it.
Um,
God, I really hope not.
I don't know if I'm excited for Fantastic Four. Like,
Have they
No.
released like actors?
no, I don't think they've released anything yet.
Sure.
They had like one of those like 20-second trailers being like it's happening.
Here's
And
the
that's it.
logo.
Yeah, it's sorry,
Yeah.
6-second trailer of here's the logo.
I don't know. Fantastic Four has always been kind of cheesy to me.
Yeah,
And it's
but-
because of like the age they were made,
Sure.
and it's hard to make them not cheesy.
Apparently, the comics make them a lot better because they just make Reed Richards a dickhole, which I think is the
Oh,
best
yeah.
way to because like he's just a scumbag piece of shit because he's like I'm literally smarter than you and you and I both know it, and everyone's like fuck off, Reed.
It's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so,
Yeah.
but
His
why you gotta
son's
say
been
it?
the most important character in X-Men recently
I feel like I heard that.
because children born from mutants are kind of like or like people with powers are
Yeah.
kind of like Saiyans. They just get stronger as that
Right.
like whatever, and his powers gave him like you know how Scarlet Witch could kind of like make new worlds but it was all kind of fake.
Yeah.
He can make new worlds, period. So he's literally I can create universes god level mutant. And after the multiverse bullshit happened, they've been going to different places and making people new Nameks. And that's all that he's been doing. It's like, hey, these people don't have a place, and like we need to get them off of this place that all of these people are in. Make a new universe. Young Richards, and he's like, okie dokie. But every time he would use his power, he'd lose some of it. And what you find out recently, because like you know the House of M or whatever,
Yeah.
they're like, come, all mutants come live in our place. If you're not a mutant, fuck off. We're just gonna live in peace. Eat our assholes. We could kill you. And so he was a mutant, and they tried to get him to come there. And then when he lost his powers, finally, he's like, oh, I know. They can help me there because I'm a mutant. And Professor X talked to him, and he's like, you can't come here. You can't go through the gate. And the kid's like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, you were such a shit kid that, like, you wanted to be special because you wanted to be special, that you used your powers unconsciously to make yourself also be a mutant. Which is why
Oh.
we thought you were a mutant. But now that your powers are gone, we know you're not a mutant. You can't get help here. And
Yeah.
he's like, fuck.
So he had a power that made him more powerful.
Exactly. So, like, basically,
because
he
wanted
wasn't a
to be
mutant.
powerful.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's just
But how-
everyone saw
how
him
does he-
as a mutant.
How does he have a power if he's not a mutant then?
It's the same thing with, like, Reed Richards and them, right? They're not
Radiation.
mutants, but they have
Oh,
powers.
He's a
Sure.
child of radiation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they thought he had the X gene, but he doesn't.
Right. Okay.
And they thought he had it because he was subconsciously making himself double special,
Sure.
right? And because he's like, I want to be the most special because I'm fucking
Right.
12. Of course he would, you know? And so he's super cool. I mean, I actually like where that story's going.
Yeah. I trust the Homecoming director.
Yep.
Homecoming was great.
It's just Fantastic Four. It's just so cheesy that it's just gonna be hard to make them fucking dope, and the casting's gonna matter.
I mean, the script is what matters for you, I guess. Then
That's true. Yeah. Who was Johnny Storm in the last movie?
Michael B. Jordan.
yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
That movie was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Is there a good X-Men? Oh, not X-Men.
Fantastic. No.
No,
No. The
No.
first one's
passable.
fine.
Yeah.
But it's not
It was
good.
unique for like its time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
All we know is that if you're in Fantastic Four, the next superhero movie you're in, you'll be a much better character.
yeah,
You know?
one of the
Like,
best villains.
Exactly. One of the best villains and one of the cooler heroes.
Yeah.
No, so other than that, they just confirmed that like Peyton Reed's gonna make the third Ant-Man movie. It's called Quantumania.
Who's Peyton Reed?
He's like the director, I think, of those movies. I thought maybe not.
I don't know.
Jesus.
You said his name like he's like I would know him. So
Well, you know Disney shit, so I figured you would. Yeah, he's the director of the Ant-Man movies.
okay.
Right. There's a third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gave the name, and then Jonathan Majors is gonna play the villain, the dude from Lovecraft Country.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is that villain's name? Kane or something?
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. Yeah, I
so-
heard about this. Yeah.
So he's gonna be in there, and that's cool. I like that. Christian Bale is going to play Gore the God Butcherer in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah.
So Christian Bale's a MCU character
What?
now.
I feel like he's too serious for MCU.
Yeah. Well, he might be a serious.
Dude, that guy has
villain, you know?
range though.
That's true.
Yeah, that guy will fit a role.
Yeah.
And now he's jumped ship from DC. He's no longer. So I like this. I like that DC and Marvel don't really care if their actors go to the other side to do another movie
Yeah.
because they know that they're just gonna make us money no matter what. We
Right.
don't have to be all that pissy.
If they're a good actor and they fit the role, then why not?
Exactly. It's why I don't think Disney gives a shit that Taika is doing that Suicide Squad movie for DC. You know, they're just like, all right.
Oh, you mean James Gunn?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was
Taika's
Taika.
in
When
the
you-
movie.
when you
though.
Yeah,
said
he's
Taika-
Killer Croc.
Yeah.
He's
The
Shark.
shark.
Shark King.
Yeah.
King Shark, whatever.
Yeah, King Orca.
Gang Orca.
Gang Orca.
My hero.
Yeah.
Super good.
And then I don't know. I don't know that. Whatever. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the official start of Phase 4, which is like cool.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, they're filming it, or they were filming it.
Yeah.
So
And then so that's all the movie stuff, and then Disney Plus, or for Marvel, and then Disney Plus is like, we're doing a Secret Invasions show with Sammy J and the Skrull dude, and it's like, okay, cool.
I'm down.
They're also doing animated What If.
Yep. And then they're also doing Ironheart with Riri Williams, like the character after Iron Man.
Is that animated?
They say Dominique Thorne, the actress, plays her. They don't say voices, so I
Okay.
assume.
I'm not sure. This is the first time I heard of it.
Oh yeah, I assume live action. But
I'm down.
I mean, it makes sense. Iron Man's dead, so
and then Don Cheadle is going to be War Machine in the Armor Wars show, which is kind of following the idea of like, what if somebody did get Stark's tech and like is using it for evil? So it's like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I've got a feeling that the villain of that is just gonna be Hammer from
Hammer.
Iron Man 2, because he was all
right,
like,
right.
yeah, he's like, I will fucking come back, assholes. Like, you can't get rid of me. When the police dragged him.
yeah, I
over.
don't know that show doesn't sound too appealing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
Well, that's because War Machine isn't that appealing.
yeah,
Like,
WandaVision looks weird as fuck.
yeah.
yo, it looks.
I don't even
I,
know what that's.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm like into it yet.
Yeah, it could go
Personally.
with
It got a release date. It's coming out next month. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this. It's like she makes a reality.
where he's not
because-
dead.
Yeah. From what the previews, it seems like she just sections off like a big chunk of land and just makes her own reality. And Shield is just like, we don't know what to do. We're just gonna try to contain it.
Yep.
And there's like they're sending people in there, and people are getting blown out, and they're just like, fuck, we just gotta sit here.
Yeah, here's hoping. It could be cool.
and hope that she works this out herself.
I feel like I wouldn't mind watching it.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool concept of like
The X-Men had a storyline like this, I'm pretty
House
sure.
of M.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was really good because she gave everyone happy lives.
Yeah, she reworked reality and gave
Right.
everyone happy lives. And my man Wolverine's the first one to break out, and because his healing factor, his mind healed. If
Yeah.
that works like that, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because like he's like, this isn't how it's supposed to be, and
Yeah.
I'm the only one that knows.
Yeah. Captain America's just an old man.
Yep.
He never had to deal with the bullshit.
Dude, it's a really good. I love that comic.
Yeah.
Because like Wolverine basically goes around and ruins people's lives, and then they go, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, is it Peter like Peter's rich or something? I
Yeah.
think he's just like a
He's-
tech industry
yeah,
person.
He's smart and is married to Mary Jane.
Yeah.
And he's
Nice.
just like, life's good. And then every person, because they break out Carol Danvers, and I remember her scene because she like looks around because Professor X had to help break her out or whatever, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you, Logan. Fuck that. Fuck you. Why couldn't you just let this?"
Yeah, she was her thing was she was like the biggest superhero.
Yep.
Because like no one in the comic books, she wasn't that big, but she was like number one
Yep.
superhero, and yeah, they had to break her out, and she's like, fuck.
Yep. And like I think her whole thing too is like most of the mutants are no longer mutants, and like everyone with powers that came from like mutant type shit. It doesn't exist anymore or something. So like they don't remember that they were mutants. So Carol's the only one that has like powers.
Yeah,
So it's good.
yeah.
So there's also gonna be a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
I'm
Yeah.
down, dude.
Nice.
I'm down. Give me that goofiness.
Yeah,
That's what they're good for.
Dance party. So let's talk about the real biggest announcement that Disney made. Right? Nobody's talking about this. They're making a goddamn new Mighty Ducks movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like it's got Emilio Estevez or fuck, I just said his name wrong, didn't I? Emilio. Oh no, Estevez. I was right.
It's a sequel, not a
Yeah.
remake?
Yeah. He's an old man and
Oh,
he has
yeah.
to do the new. I'll show you the trailer when we're done because it's fucking great.
Oh, there's a trailer?
Yeah, dude. It looks so. I'm more excited for this movie
Yeah,
than
you're
I am
super
for
excited.
Dude, I love the Mighty Ducks as a kid. Fucking so good.
Wow.
There's like, and like the kids in it are like, they basically get a team together of all the kids that got shut out from the other teams for being bad. And the whole story is like, yeah, we're bad. My mom knows we're bad. She doesn't care. And Emilio Estevez is like, yeah, I don't care either. Have fun. Like, you want to do this because you want to play hockey. Let's play hockey.
Yeah.
And like, one of the kids is like, oh, thank God, because I'll be honest, I don't really have a sports body. Got more of a podcast body. And it's like, that's fucking 2020. So yeah, they fucking nailed that. That was cool. Like I'm I hate how excited I am for it. If I'm honest, like I shouldn't be this excited, but I was like, oh yeah.
Did you see the Loki trailer?
No, I still need to watch that.
The
We'll
Loki
watch a
trailer.
bunch of trailers. I assume after this is done. 'Cause-
It looks really dope.
yeah.
Because it seems like they're not following any like comic book thing. It's just Loki's out here,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna give him his own show. And the
Give him his
actors,
character development back.
yeah, and I forgot the actor's name, but he's really good as Loki.
Oh.
I forget. As
Oh.
well. Hiddles.
Tom Hiddleston. Thank
Yeah.
you, Noah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know why.
And he's not on Earth, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah, he gets transported to like some weird dimension.
Well, he did warp the fuck out.
Yeah.
At the chance he got in
Yeah.
that movie.
So he gets teleported to some weird dimension, and he's like a prisoner in that dimension. So he's like trying to solve shit there, and he's not fucking with any like traditional Marvel stuff, which is cool. I want that.
Nice.
You
Nice.
guys can take it wherever you want to take them.
Yeah. Yeah. Just take him. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Winter Soldier and Falcon, they released that trailer. I was not impressed.
Yeah.
It's they look at the shield, they be like, man, the shield's important, and they just do stuff. There's nothing that
There's
shows
some
me.
symbolism here.
Yeah, there's nothing showing me what the fuck the plot is about or what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
They're just doing stuff.
Hey, man. That's fine. I'm sure it'll be all right.
I mean, I was super excited for it, but I'm kind of not now.
I don't have Disney Plus, and I don't expect to get it, so I don't.
If you want to watch Mighty
Care.
Ducks,
Yeah, fuck. Darius, you're gonna pick up Disney Plus, right?
No.
No?
I'm bummed that off Amy.
Oh.
She has it, so I'll just go over there and we like watch like Mandalorian and stuff over there. So
When Mighty Ducks comes out, I might give her $10 for a month to bum a month off.
Dude, she'll be cool. You can just come over and we can watch it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, no, shh. You guys go to the other room. I need to watch.
Did you see all the Star Wars shit they announced?
Yeah, didn't they
Right,
announce a release
Obi-Wan,
date for
right.
season 3 of Mandalorian?
Yeah,
even though season 2 isn't finished.
I
yet?
mean, we saw that coming.
Oh, absolutely.
Ahsoka's getting her own show.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
getting her own show.
She's getting her own
Nice.
show.
Who's the person who plays that? I keep forgetting her name.
Rosario Dawson.
Thank you.
She did a good job too.
Did she?
Yeah.
I figured she would. I remember, like, I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to get into that.
And Obi-Wan's getting his own show, which we've known about that
Yep.
for years.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Hayden Christensen is gonna?
Come back.
Yeah, he's gonna be Darth Vader
Yeah.
for that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And I'm
cool.
like, nice.
and
Disney's doing it right, and Hayden Christensen needs a paycheck.
fucking the dude from Rogue One is getting his own show. Do you see that?
Which dude?
The fucking I don't even the dude, the Spanish guy. He had a like accent. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, of course you didn't remember that. Rogue One sucked.
Yeah, but he's getting
Come
his
at
own
me. I like.
He's
Didn't
getting his
people
own
like
show.
Rogue One?
Yes.
People love Rogue One, dude. They love it.
I don't know why. It's so nothing.
I don't know. It was kind of like detached from like Star Wars, which was kind of nice. It was like obviously like an important moment that they did, but it wasn't
yeah.
like here's all of these iconic characters shoved down your
Except for
throat.
the
You
end.
know? Yeah.
The end's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, because the movie ended. No, I just hate stories where the entire story leads to nothing happened until the end.
Sure.
Like, because like I understand spoilers for a
Well, I mean, they were all
shitty
gonna
movie.
die, so it's not like anything they did before that was like important.
Well, yeah, I'm okay with like that sort of thing, right? Because like whatever. But what I didn't like was there like a full like third of the movie was how do we assassinate this guy? No, we can't assassinate this guy. Assassinate this guy. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna take the shot. Fine, I won't. And then he gets bombed by them. Like the act like the same people on his side blow him up anyway, and it's like, what a waste. Like you could have done nothing and he still would have died.
Right.
So that and like that character growth didn't.
Right. So
In-
that decision didn't matter.
Yeah, and nobody even grew as a character during that moment. So like nothing happened that mattered, and nothing they did mattered,
Right.
and also no one grew. So what was the point of this last 30 minutes that I watched?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. The movie's just boring. It was boring to me.
yeah.
I
Didn't Ryan and Matt fall asleep?
Yeah. That was the first time I ever fell asleep in a movie.
Yeah. God, am I the only one that was up the whole movie?
It's because you loved it so much, dude.
No, it's because I just kept trying to look and lock eyes with people, and being like, "Is this happening?"
You see this shit? Lando's getting his own show. You hear about that?
Is it gonna be about him and his not daughter?
No. We think like Donald Glover, young Lando.
Oh,
nice.
shit! Really?
That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
They did like no details. They just said Lando show, but that's what everybody's like.
Hopefully it's prequel.
Yeah. I doubt. I hope not. I hope it's not about him and his not daughter or maybe daughter.
Well, I mean, it probably. I think there's a big chance.
You
that
did
it
say
is.
that when he looked over. Okay, in the last Star Wars, did you see it?
Number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like in the background.
Yeah.
Nice.
No. Yeah. No.
Do you remember the black girl that like helps out in the end?
Kind of.
She's on the island
I
where the
remember
Death
that-
Star is destroyed.
I remember the like passing, just like, oh, this is probably your daughter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's like, I don't know who my father is. And
Yeah.
then Lando just walks up to her, is like, let's find out.
Yeah.
and-
He's like, we can find, because they're sitting next to each other, the only black people.
Yeah, with the.
They-
It's like the very end. It's like the end when everything's blowing up or everything's all good.
Yeah.
And what'd you say when he said, "Let's find out"?
Oh yeah, because it's like it's so obvious. She's like, I never knew my parents. I was forced to be a Star Trooper or a what are they? Fuck, Stormtrooper. Thank you. I was thinking Starship Troopers. She was forced to be a stormtrooper, so she like left. She's like, I never knew my father. And then Lando, when she's like, oh, I have to find my father, he like is sitting next to her and turns around and like puts an arm on her like shoulder or her leg, and he's like, we can find out together. And it's like, you found him. Like, that was the most heavy-handed. He's right here. Like,
Weren't they gonna retcon those movies or something?
the newest 3.
Yeah.
God, I hope so.
I don't know. those movies are a mess right now.
Yeah, they're in a weird spot. I don't want to say I didn't like them because I never saw the second one, so I have nothing good or bad to say about the second movie. But I was not a fan of the first or the third. I didn't hate them, but I was just watching it, both of them, going, but why though?
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I just hate it because like when I talk to people about that, they're like, well, you just hate women, and I'm like, I don't. I like the characters. I just didn't like the movie.
It still pissed me off when they made Finn say, "Hey, Ray, I have to tell you something," and then he never says it.
Yeah, he's just like, don't worry about it.
But I think that's all. That's it for Disney.
I think so too.
I think they're going a little bit too heavy with the Marvel and Star Wars shows. Like, WandaVision hasn't even came out. Your first Marvel show hasn't even come out yet. And
It'll be a hit.
You've greenlit at least 10.
Yeah.
And like, Mandalorian's good. And you've greenlit at least 8 more Star Wars shows. And it's like, I get it. Star Wars prints money. Marvel prints money. But calm it down. You're oversaturated a bit, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel and Disney, and I guess Star Wars, right? They do a good job of spreading out when things release, at least. Because like they give you time to watch and then sit and think before the next one comes out.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, we haven't had any Marvel stuff since Spider-Man. And it's 2 years or 1 year?
Oh, it's got to be only 1 year.
Yeah,
it's got to be 2019.
But yeah, and we don't know when the next Marvel thing's coming out in January, so it's been a good while.
Oh yeah. One thing that we forgot to talk about, or not forgot because I'm saying it right now. Alfred Molina said he's gonna be in Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening with Spider-Man?
Dude,
Okay.
It started with Jamie Foxx.
Yep. Jamie Foxx, and then
Tobey Maguire.
Andrew Garfield. So here's what I think is going to happen.
Doc Ock. Is it?
Yeah, that's Alfred Molina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I think is going to happen, and I hope it isn't like this. I think when Spider-Man, when Tom Holland Spider-Man is fighting his dude, right? The multiverse is going to crack open, and what you're going to see is not necessarily clips from the movies, but in like shards of dimensions, like how the like shard worlds are in Doctor Strange. You're going to see the other Spider-Men fighting their villains. So while they're technically in the movie, they're not acting new parts in the movie. And it's just going to be like, oh, fuck, the Spider-Verse is open!
Yeah, I mean, did you hear about Daredevil, too?
Yeah!
Yeah, oh, yeah. Daredevil.
Which is like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with that, because...
Well, Daredevil's in New York, but...
Yeah, but that's the Netflix Daredevil.
Yeah.
And I don't think... They said that wasn't a thing, and now they're saying it is a thing, and it's just a rumor, but...
Right. People liked it, so I could see them wanting
I hope...
actor.
Daredevil is by far the most popular Marvel show when it was a part of Netflix, right?
Oh, yeah.
By far?
Yeah.
Did it get the most seasons, too?
Him and Jessica Jones both got 3.
Okay, because I knew Punisher got 2, right?
Yeah.
And then...
Luke Cage got 2.
Yep. Iron Fist got 1?
Yeah.
No,
it got 2.
Iron flopped hard, didn't it?
It did. Yeah. But everyone was excited about Season 3 at the end of Season 2, and they were like...
Yeah.
No, they're not doing it.
Iron Fist is dope.
I
didn't
great.
watch
I love
it,
him.
but yeah, I do like the character.
So yeah, that is actually I think it for Disney now for me.
Yeah, I'm super confused about Spider-Man. I hope it isn't.
From the cast list, it sounds like it's too much. Like
Who's
every other
Do we
Spider-Man
know the villain
3.
of 3 yet?
I mean, technically, it could still be Mysterio, because he's influencing that story at least.
Yeah, but
he'd be a part of it at least.
I feel like,
but yeah,
there has to be like another villain, and it makes me interested with the whole dementia thing. Like, it would be super cool if random dementia shit starts happening in Spider-Man 3, and we're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and we won't learn what that is until Doctor Strange 2.
Exactly.
That would be super dope.
That'd be cool.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
Multiverse of Madness or something. Yeah.
That's the one they said they want to make a horror movie, right? Or
Yeah,
give it horror vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to rewatch Doctor Strange 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's weird that I want to rewatch that before I even watch Winter Soldier. Or not Winter Soldier. Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't seen Civil War.
I think I put that on in the background, but wait.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier I didn't. That one I put in the Civil War I watched, but Winter Soldier I put in the background.
Oh, dude, Winter Soldier has the best sound design of any MCU movie.
Yeah. It's one of the best MCU movies. Like, it's crazy good.
Like, whenever he shows up, you hear like all the audio cuts out except for one sound, and it's like a super dire sound, and they always do like a close up of his face, and it's like it gets you fucking feeling it because it's nice. It's like hearing Mr. X stomp around in Resident Evil 2. It's like shit's about to go down because you're like, what was that noise? And then you find out, or one of the directors was like, yeah, I'm confirming it now. The sound that plays is a slightly altered his yell from when he fell off the train of Captain America 1.
Sure.
And like it's like, oh shit.
So it's like something playing in Captain America's mind.
Or Winter
Soldiers.
Something. It's his brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it always zooms in on his eyes like when it makes that noise.
Sure.
And then I was like, oh shit, I think that's Hydra brainwashing. So like whenever he sees Cap, he hears that and then like redoes the exactly. Whatever. And it's like, oh fuck, that's pretty fucking cool. So let's jump to Sony real quick, because Sony did end up buying Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So Funimation.
$3 billion.
It's something like 1.1.
Yeah.
It was big.
Did they say what their plan is at all?
They just want to expand the anime market everywhere. Sony buys Crunchyroll because Sony owns Funimation, and now Funimation and Crunchyroll are together. So now it's
you think they'll combine the services?
I think they have to. They were already kind of combined in the first place, which is why I think this buy was so easy for them.
Yeah, there's probably some that weren't exclusive.
Yeah. Because I know Crunchyroll got the exclusive rights to also stream like Dragon Ball Z off of Funimation or something, and then some of the streamed things that they subbed, like that Crunchyroll would sub, Funimation got, and that was like the extent of their deal.
Sure.
And like they were paired together on VRV, I think too. Don't quote me on that.
I watched some Dragon Ball on VRV.
Yeah. So now that they own that, because I didn't know that Sony made Aniplex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Sony company?
Apparently it was.
Wow.
And that, I mean, Aniplex is
huge.
Yeah, huge and ancient, right?
Yeah.
Like most of the anime we all watched was thanks to Aniplex.
Full metal.
Yup. Yeah. So, I mean, Sony is definitely hitting the anime market hard, which why not? Apparently
it makes money, yeah.
I think the article I was reading was that it's like a $2 or $3 billion industry now, and it's like, no shit. So more power to them. I mean, if I start getting Crunchyroll for free for having PlayStation Plus, I'm in. So other than that, apparently there's a new Sonic Netflix animation coming out.
From the movie or just original?
Original is what it sounds like. So like good for them. It's gonna be 3D animated, but that's fine because
use the game models.
Yeah, right.
No, it's gonna be Sonic Boom. It's gonna be a Sonic
I've heard
Boom
it's
movie.
Decent.
The Sonic Boom show is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they make fun of everybody.
Yeah, it's very self-aware from the clips I've seen.
Yeah, the show makes fun of the game, and it also made fun of Chris Chan.
No, did it?
Christian.
Yep. He's like, I drew this picture of you. As you know, it was your arms here are not blue, and Sonic's just like.
Dude, it's weird. I feel like Sonic is like getting better. Sega is doing better things for him as a character. It's like promoting him.
Yeah.
Because I like for like a good couple years, Sonic was always the butt of a joke, but now he's like not the butt of a joke more, and I'm seeing him more, and there's more like he's being more respectable things.
I think the reason for that is because they moved away from games for the most part, right? Because like Sonic Boom the show did really good.
Was Sonic Forces the last game they put out?
That's the last
Did it
game
do
they
well?
did. It did. I
don't know if it did well. I just know
Sonic
that-
games always sell all right because their Sonic fans love them. But like Sonic Mania sold.
Yeah.
really
No, yeah,
well.
Sonic Mania was the last one. Yeah.
Well, Sonic
Was-
Mania came
no,
first.
Forces.
Okay.
Forces was
Oh.
yeah.
But their stories were together. It's
Were
weird.
they?
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It ends up making sense, kind of. So you know the red crystal from Sonic Mania?
No.
No, that's the entire point of the story.
I'm
Never
playing Knuckles.
played
Dude.
it.
I'm just.
It's still in the story.
Never played it.
It's the gem that Dr. Robotnik keeps trying to steal and
The
like
Chaos
keeps,
Emerald.
Yeah, kind of. But no, that gem ends up being the dumb villain of Forces. Like it creates its own body or some shit. It's stupid.
Oh, he's that edgy looking mask
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Weird.
And they have the same powers, which is why you warp around dimensions a lot in Sonic Mania, because you actually keep going to different like places.
Oh, is that different dimensions? I just thought they were different like stages.
No, yeah, it keeps warping like the areas. That's why you go to like it's super weird, but yeah, it's kind of cool that they tried to do that, and then they got pissed because they're like the Western-made Sonic Mania had sold better than Sonic Forces. So
Yeah.
fuck.
Imagine.
If you make a
Imagine
good game,
catering
people
to
like
your
you.
audience.
Hey, freaking Capcom figured it out. Sega will figure out it
Yeah.
eventually.
Hopefully.
Sega's
Before
doing
the
good,
end.
dude. Sega's,
Yeah.
Like a Dragon's like supposed to be really good.
Like a Dragon was good. Yakuza, all the Yakuza games that they've released recently are fantastic.
Yeah, Sega's.
Atlas is Sega's bitch, so like
Yeah.
Persona's got them a lot of money.
I don't think I knew they were a part of each other.
Yeah, I think Sega publishes a
Yeah.
lot of their shit or owns Atlas or something along those lines.
Yes. So Sonic is getting respect back
Yeah,
because he lost a lot of respect from me at least in the last couple of years.
he sure did. I mean, I haven't respected Sonic since Sonic Heroes, so
Yeah. That's
I
what.
think I
Sonic
hard stopped
Heroes.
respecting Sonic at Secret Ring.
Dude, I was telling Trisha about you fucking
Dude,
playing
I
Secret
fucking
Rings.
hate that game.
Doesn't it have like 2 tracks? 2
Ye-
music tracks?
One, as far as I'm concerned.
Why'd you play Secret Rank?
Because I had it.
Oh, was it just like I got nothing else to play?
I finished it because I wanted to finish it, but it was not fun
Yeah.
at any point.
We've all had those games. It's Castlevania Lords of Shadow for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 70% of the way done with that game, stopped playing it for a year and a half, remembered that I bought the DLC, and was like, I can't let that money go to waste, and then beat everything.
Oh, that's the
I was like,
Kojima one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So fucking I'm gonna talk about 2 dumb things with movies real quick, and then we can switch to games finally, because there's a lot of movie shit that happened. So apparently I'm not even gonna talk about that one. Monster Hunter got really pissed, like China got pissed off at Monster Hunter.
Why? Like, I heard that China did, but I'd never looked into
China
it.
gets pissed off at everything.
Whoa, you're gonna get our fucking podcast canceled, dude.
Oh
Can't say
man, they're gonna get pissed off
Pooh
at
Bear,
us.
Pooh Bear.
Tiananmen Square. So there's a dude in there, and nobody knows the whatever, the referencing or whatever. But he's a guy in there, and he's like an American soldier, and he's like, "Whose knees are these? What kind of knees? Chinese!" And that's the whole joke. And it's not even a joke. It's just stupid.
That's a pretty bad joke.
It's rhyming
This is a
knees.
shitty play on words.
Exactly. And China's like, what the fuck is this? I guess, I don't know what it actually says, because it got through the censors, because it's
Yeah.
in China.
It's interesting that they let that slide, considering how, like, against or, like, for China companies seem to be.
Exactly. But yeah, the censors let it through, and I guess the subtitles are maybe worse in the Chinese version, because it, like,
Sure.
makes references to kneeling, like,
Sure.
whatever.
But isn't
Like,
the soldier
the context
American?
of the word they use.
Yeah, the soldier's American. And I don't know the context either.
So what's
like,
they're
Oh,
mad
the person
at
who says it is American.
yeah.
they're mad at an American making a joke against the Chinese.
Yes.
You can't joke about the Chinese.
Can't show
But
Chinese.
it's,
And like people aren't sure if it's like from that kid's rhyme of like
Oh,
Chinese dirty
Look at
knees.
these, whatever.
yeah, or
whoa. There's kid racist rhymes.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
You never heard of that?
No. What? That might be just some strictly white shit. I never heard kids talk about that.
yeah, I mean maybe I don't remember the full rhyme. I
don't
just
either.
vaguely remember it.
Yeah. Now that you brought it up, I did remember, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, I
You remembered more than me,
Yeah.
because I just remember the
I remember,
first
like,
two
three
lines.
or some shit.
Yeah, it's like
I don't even think that's
Chinese, dirty knees. Look at these. and
Something,
you
look
do
at these,
something
I think.
fucking-
You don't gotta look it up. It's fine. I never heard that.
Yeah. But yeah, so Monster Hunter World's getting review bombed right now by like people who own it in China because they're like, this is the only real way we can voice our opinion on you, Capcom. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like,
Are you gonna really blame Capcom for that though?
I mean, Capcom funded the movie, so yeah. I mean, it's the only forum they have to like be heard because China doesn't let them be heard. So yeah, so it's like, but people are making like good comments in there, like from other countries that are like kind of Chinese owned or Chinese whatever. But they're like, yeah, we've been like, China's been kneeling on us for a while now. Why would you put something like this in there? Like negative review, you know? So it's kind of like more of a systemic thing kind of thing of being like, why would you make fun of China kneeling on its people or something? That's just some of the reviews I saw. So I don't know the full story because there's a whole lot to unpack there.
Right.
But there's some shit going on over there.
Wow.
And Capcom distanced themselves from it. They're like, don't look at us. We didn't do the writing.
Chance, do we know if that's why it's getting bad reviews or is this just a bad movie too?
I mean, it's probably, but well, no, I don't know. Paul Anderson's movies always make money. That's why he kept making more.
But they're
and
not
more.
good movies.
They don't have to be.
You're right.
Just look at Fast and the
You're
Furious.
fucking right. Whoa. Fast and Furious is an American
Yeah,
classic.
it's
I was-
American cinema.
I was trying to sneak that in and get Darius to agree with it.
Not running that past me. I'm
Yeah.
fast and furious.
And Furious.
Too fast.
Have they
Too
said
furious.
Oh, I'm
Huh?
sure they had.
Have they
to
said that in the movie?
They had to have. I'm
No.
Fast and Furious.
No, they're not
wow,
that cheesy.
wow, Ellie, we really are The Last of Us 2.
They're not that cheesy. No. It's a story about family.
Yeah, sure it is.
The two of us are the last of us.
So the last thing movie-wise is Oscar Isaac apparently totally agreed to play Solid Snake.
Yeah.
In
Well,
the
he
Metal
said
Solid
that
movie.
way before it was even a movie. He's like,
Yeah.
I want to play
I'm
Snake.
bad with names. Give me, what else has he
Poe
been in?
Dameron.
I have no. I don't know
Oh,
either.
shit.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. And I think he's gonna do pretty good. Like if because I guess you.
Oh,
like,
did you hear about him being Moon Knight, by the way?
Yeah.
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 People are pissed off. You hear about that?
Wait, why?
Why?
Because Moon Knight, I didn't know this, but Moon Knight's Jewish. And
Is
Oscar
he?
Isaac is like Indian.
I thought he was Egyptian, or is that just what his powers are based on?
No, Moon Knight's, he's supposed to be Jewish. So-
I'm not familiar with the character.
So they're pissed off at that, which I would have never even, I didn't know that he was Jewish at all.
Yeah.
So,
All I can say is that Moon Knight seems like he's a pretty bad at being Jewish, so I wouldn't be upset if they didn't, you know?
but Oscar Isaac is fucking Snake. I would love that.
Well, like, because people have been, like, somebody drew this,
Yeah.
and this looks great, and that's
Wow.
Oscar Isaac as Snake, and I think, like, people are putting together a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but James,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've been
isn't he
hearing about this
done?
Metal Gear movie for the last 10 years, dude. I just feel like it's never going to happen.
Well, so here's the thing. I've been thinking about this, right? Because we've been hearing about video game movies for years and years and years, and they never happen.
Do you remember, the Halo movie, the
Yep.
Gears of War movie?
Gears of War movie. Well, and, like, the movies that do come out, both Dooms suck.
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Is a guilty pleasure, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Double Dragon sucks. Street Fighter the movie is weird, but sold okay. Like,
Tomb Raider's not that good.
yeah, Tomb Raider's.
Are we talking specifically about game character movies or movies that have the story of a game?
Game character movies.
Okay.
So based
Sonic
on
was
a
pretty
video
good.
game. So yeah, Sonic. Yeah, you're right. Sonic was good,
Yeah.
but that's the difference, right?
Mm.
Now there's a turning point where we realize that people who care, right? Because whoever directors didn't care before, they just wanted to grab it and make a movie and
Yeah.
call it done. But now you have people who care about the characters.
Yeah, the people who grew up with those characters are now starting to get positions to make those characters. Yeah.
Exactly. Which is why, not counting Monster Hunter, because it's Paul W.S. Anderson. We know his track record with these movies. But, like, Sonic was good. Sonic was
Right.
really good. It was better than I thought it would
A
be.
bunch of people who loved Sonic worked on that too. Like Tyson Hesse did the redesign for him.
Well, the redesign.
Yeah, the redesign.
But yeah, and like look at movies like Battle Angel Alita, right? A lot of people didn't like it, but it was pretty okay for what it was. Like, no, you love that movie. I still need to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And that's coming from somebody who read Battle Angel Alita, so it did its job. Ghost in the Shell, say what you want about it, still did a pretty good job. Sure, visually,
I watched
be
it.
as good.
I watched it. I enjoyed. I think they did a good job, as you said. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I also haven't watched that one.
It's a very complicated story pushed into 2 hours.
Yeah. And like people kept posting like, "Oh, but the fight scene in the water is not as good." And it's like, "Yeah, no shit. They literally can't animate it perfectly like they did like you're still working with human fucking beings."
Yeah.
Like so I think that there's a really good chance that most of these movies can finally be good, right? Which is why Uncharted is probably going to be pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Because the people who are making it care. Like, the fact that they got Nolan North to come on set and be like, hey, tell us what Nathan would do because you're Nathan Drake is like...
Yeah. Really good step. In
Exactly.
Good direction.
And that's why, like, Metal Gear Solid finally, and I think that's why it takes so long for these movies, or they're finally coming out, is that those old, shitty movie makers are either finally realizing that, oh, fuck, if we make a good movie and actually put time into one of these things...
We're set for life.
Yeah, people care. Like, if we... Go figure, if all the nerds who fucking love this shit like what we produce, they're gonna give us a lot of money. Yeah, no shit.
It's a novel idea.
I'll buy a ticket. If the Metal Gear movie's good,
Yep.
and I sit there and I see Rex, and he's looking like he's supposed to look.
And if Rex screams, I'm
yeah,
in. Right?
Yeah.
If they get to a hallway with a bunch of corpses and the cyborg ninja goes, nice dick, Snake, poof, I'm out.
Yeah.
You got me. Like, I'll give this 2 thumbs right up my ass. Like, we're good. But yeah, I think now is the time when video game movies can finally be. You know?
I just need something, like, I need a release date or release year for this Metal Gear movie, because I've been hearing I've been just hearing about it for 5-10 years, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm not even seeing any set photos.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing about casting and concept art
right now.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's like 2 or 3 years out still, unfortunately.
Hopefully it's somewhere there, though.
The nice thing, too, about this movie, and I was thinking about it, because they're obviously going to do Metal Gear Solid 1, right?
Yeah.
The set design isn't that expensive.
It just takes place in like one area, right?
Yeah, it's like one building.
Yeah, a bunch of metal walls.
Yep, and the building is like mostly like 1 or 2 floors, and like there's 2 outside sections. So it's like,
isn't it like an oil rig, or is that
That's
2?
the second
two.
Okay, that's 2.
Yeah. But even if they did 2,
Right.
it's super easy, right? Because it's 8 struts and the hallways in between that are on the outside. You're done.
So weird to do like an hour-and-a-half movie taking place in like one area like that.
Yeah. Well, there's a precedence if you think about it, though.
Well, like
You could do it if
they
you're
could
skilled
definitely
enough to
do
write
it,
there.
but it would just be interesting to see like the same location for an hour and a half
Yeah.
with like all of that.
How do you do
character and
Kodak
stuff.
calls and not make them boring?
That's true.
You know, that's one of the things they're going to have to knock out.
That's why they're directing it.
Well, he's just gonna, instead of kneeling down like a jackass, he's gonna put his finger up and then still have a gun in his hand.
Just to further the movie.
Colonel.
Do you for Liquid, do you get?
No, you just have Astor Isaac play him.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, do you get an actor or do you just put a blonde wig on him?
Yeah, he just acts both parts. Fuck it, you know?
Brother. Is that a Hindy?
What's a Russian gunship doing in Alaska? What is a Russian gunship doing in Alaska? Bro, have I talked about how stupid that fucking story is?
About the
Yeah,
Hindy?
no, about Liquid having the fucking recessive traits.
Yeah, you told
Yeah,
me.
it's so dumb. It's not good.
I just had an interesting thought.
Yeah.
So you know deepfakes, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that'll ever be applied to movies?
I think it has to be. Well, if you think about it, right?
Like,
Kind of.
It's better than a 3D alternative, I think,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
it's just more lifelike.
What's a deep fake?
It's where they put like somebody's face over another.
but it like fits
Like it looks
almost perfectly.
spot on.
We'll show you some of the like crazier ones.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen any.
Yeah, and
I
honestly,
probably have. I just don't know the
yeah,
terminology for it.
Sure.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Deepfakes are cool, and I think they will do them in movies.
Yeah, I definitely think it kind of gets rid of some of the uncanny valley because it definitely uses the person's like subtleties in their face a lot more.
And I think the other nice thing about that is then even if they use them in small amounts, you can have cooler shots with stunt people and then just put the actual face on top.
Exactly. In the way that like if there's like a clone of somebody, you could like shoot it in the one time, but like just get somebody the same height and build, and then you can just replace their face and you wouldn't tell the difference.
Yep, exactly. So I think
It'd be a lot easier, I think, and it gets rid of like all the mocap for face stuff if they were doing something like that.
I hope
I think it'd
Oscar
be
Isaac
interesting.
plays him. I think that's good casting.
that's fantastic casting.
Yeah.
I want to see him in more stuff. Just like I want to
He's in
see.
Doom.
He might be in Moon Knight.
He might be.
I think he's Leto, isn't he?
Yeah, he is Leto,
Yeah,
and
nice.
I'm excited for that because he looks great as Leto.
Is there a
The
release date
first
on Doom
half
yet?
hour.
Since
October.
it's all coming October.
Fuck.
What?
Yep. I don't know why they decided on October since the movie was supposed to be finished this month.
Well, remember they ran out of sand. They had to import more sand.
Is that true?
No. It's just a stupid thing that people keep saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, they ran out of sand. They had to import sand from the Sahara. It's like, shut
Dude.
up. Fuck off.
That kid, whoever playing Paul, is gonna be a fucking grown ass man by the time they film the second one.
That's okay
That's
because he's
actually
a grown ass
okay.
man in the second one.
The second one actually takes place like
Well, I thought they were
7+
splitting the
years.
first book in half.
The first book or the first movie I think is
It's
two
gonna take-
parts.
Yeah, but they're probably doing recording.
There is
both
a time
parts.
skip in the first book though.
That's true. Yeah, because he's 15.
Yeah, and then
At the start,
2
and
or
then-
3 years pass
Yep.
for the next part,
Because I think he's like 19 or even 20 at the
Yeah.
end of that book.
and then he's an adult in the second one.
Yeah, he's like 25 or 27 or some
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. So that's everything I have for movies. Now we can finally move on to some fucking video games. Just to start off, did you guys hear about the Google Switch or the Switch Google Analytics bullshit?
No.
So in the last update, the Switch just turned on Google Analytics. So now
What's Google Analytics?
Google Analytics is when Google takes the data from the websites you view to give you ads that are better
Yeah, so
suited
they
for
can
you.
sell your information.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't like that.
Yeah, no. Well, you've been using
Yeah.
it for.
Is that why? Is that why
Forever.
every time I like Google something, I go on?
Yep,
Okay.
100%.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. So the Switch turned that on in the last update.
Yeah,
It's just on now on your
Great.
Switch. You can turn it off, but it's hidden.
that shit's scummy as fuck.
It
So,
sure is. 'Cause
If I
they're-
go to the eShop and Google like Monster Hunter, when I turn my Switch on the next time, they'll like be like, "Hey, Monster Hunter's on sale.
They might be.
Yep.
They might be like show you games like Monster Hunter on that front page.
You like Monster Hunter? Here's God Eater."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you how to turn it off if you want, Darius.
Yeah.
Because I don't really give a shit because my computer's already probably like doing it, you know? Shit.
Yeah.
You remember
It's
when I was
definitely doing it.
yeah.
If you're using Chrome.
Shit, my computer's definitely fucking listening to us right now.
Yeah.
It's like that time when my phone was listening to me say Shalnark.
Oh.
That was that was too creepy.
Dude, I'll like listen to a video and like I'll look up a word or like an actor they say and I'll type maybe like a generic first name of that actor and it'll fill it in for
yup,
me.
That
And I'm
happened
like,
to me
that's
2
that
days ago.
that happens to me every time I look something up. If I do it from like off a video or something.
Yep.
It's fucking insane to me.
Dude, the craziest part too is that Trisha put up a Game Grumps video and they said something in it that I wanted to look up, and I typed the first letter in my phone that didn't look it up,
Yeah.
and it auto-filled. It's like, do you mean this? And I'm like,
And
there's
like there's
no way you
yeah,
know.
there's no fucking way.
Like if I tell it's write L, there is no way you instantly autofill Lydia Von Kravitz or
Right.
some shit. Like
Yeah.
there is no way you knew I wanted that person's
Yeah.
full fucking name unless you heard it from that video.
Right.
So yeah, Google
Shit's
Analytics.
super fucked up.
Thumbs the fuck down. Because Nintendo should have absolutely told you this is what we're doing. This is what this update has. This is what we're turning on. and they didn't.
And how to deactivate it if you don't want it.
And it's fucked up that they didn't.
Dude, what's going on with Nintendo, dude?
Nintendo's just Apple.
Dude, Nintendo is kind of shitting the bed right now.
They super are. I was talking about this with Eric. I was like, yeah, dude, they're fucking up a bunch. They don't have anything to like. There's nothing that I care. They have nothing that they've shown off for the next year.
Sephiroth.
And he's like, yeah, sure, Breath of the Wild 2. And I'm like, yeah, when's its release date, Eric?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you're forgetting about Metroid Prime 4. Oh, when's that's release date?
That's not for forever.
No, that's coming out 2025.
They
All you
started
got was a
around-
logo.
Yeah.
What,
Well,
3 years ago?
No, they.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they said they had to restart it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Because
So-
they completely switched
Yeah.
developers.
They said it's
'cause
It's not good.
Yeah.
And we want to make it good. So.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think
got
people
nothing.
bitching about like, oh, I don't have anything. It's like, yeah, you can't have anything right now. There isn't anything to show you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's just one of those things where like Bayonetta 3, right? We heard about that 3 years ago.
Sure.
We don't even have a trailer. We just got a logo. And it's like you don't have 3 years.
I mean,
and you
at
don't
this
have a
point,
trailer?
maybe. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it kind of feels like they're moving backwards. Because, like, that shit, they did that shit all the time back in, like, the 360 days.
Yep.
And people got pissed off. And they learned from that. Or at least we thought they learned from that. Especially with, like, recently, like, with Fallout 4, they announced it. And it was like, oh, yeah, it's coming out in 3 months.
Yep.
In,
Got 2 days.
Yeah. And, like, they've been doing that pretty well a lot lately. But now...
Now, Eric did make a good point. He was like, Nintendo is an incredibly secretive company, and COVID is stonewalling them, because how, as a super secretive company, do you have your employees work from home when you would
That's
never
fair.
let them do it before? And it's like, they've had time, and I'm sure they have a trailer for something.
Yeah.
Like, they...
Breath of the Wild is kind of the one where it's like...
That's the only one I care about currently.
yeah, I still like have memories of the bullshit with Twilight Princess,
Yeah.
of like how long that took, and like them
And
just
how
kept.
different it looked every
Yeah.
single time they showed it.
And I feel like the same thing's like you're stepping in the same territory with Breath of the Wild too. Don't
Yep.
show me a whole entire cinematic trailer if you don't have anything. I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. When I made that dumb Apple comparison, I was talking about their like Joy-Cons and like their
Oh.
practices for selling their hardware.
Fucking Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons
They need to
suck.
figure it the fuck out. Because like, aren't they just straight up denying?
I think so still.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's like,
fucking ridiculous.
I've had to send
Like,
in 4 Joy-Cons
the Joy-Con-
5 times.
God.
It's literally been the worst controller I've ever owned.
Yep.
And not like the tech is cool and the controller's cool, but they just don't fucking work.
No, they're totally worth $80.
Yeah,
No.
that's the thing too. Is
I'd rather buy a PS5 controller that I can barely use.
and like the Pro controller is fantastic, and I've never had an issue with it. So why is your Joy-Con so bad when
Yeah.
your Pro controller is fantastic? What like I've never had a stick issue with my the Pro controller. You either? It's the
No.
same controller.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are those sticks so fantastic, but not the ones you
Yeah.
put on? And like
Like
the 3DS even had a better fucking stick quality than the fucking like how fucked up is that?
I guess that's true actually.
God. Like how do you fuck that
I
up
don't know.
that hard?
They just have to stop denying it and say sorry, we'll make a brand new controller like V2 and just fix the issue.
If you send us your 2 Joy-Cons, you will get half off or more
Right.
for the controller V2. If they
Yeah,
did that,
sure.
I'd be like, okay, sure, as long as it's gonna
But
work.
yeah, but you have to fix this problem.
Yeah.
These Joy-Cons are garbage.
It's fucking misery, dude. I don't understand how they can fucking. Side note that doesn't matter. I got an email. My old GameStop that I worked at is closing.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, sorry, this sucks, but don't worry, your pre-orders, if you have any, are gonna be moved to this location." And they're
Did
like,
you have pre-orders there?
"Of course not." And I just laughed at it because I'm like, this sucks. You go fuck yourself, like shitty goddamn store. I can't believe you lasted this.
What is
long.
Reggie's plan? Is he really gonna save this thing? This sinking ship?
Oh, is he
Reggie?
at GameStop? Fucking
Reggie Fils-Aimé?
yeah.
Is he at
Yeah.
GameStop?
I
I know he moved. I just forgot.
I
where.
think he did move to GameStop,
I saw him at the Game Awards, and I thought it was weird for some reason. So
Yeah.
maybe that was why.
and then he was surrounded by Nintendo stuff still.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I don't know why he left. Did he just retire?
kind of. He just wanted something new.
Uh,
Yeah, what? Dude, he's from the Bronx. I didn't know that.
Damn. He'd stomp you out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's the. What? But he's on the board of directors for Brunswick, GameStop, and Spin Master or some shit.
Brunswick, as in Brunswick Stone. Brunswick Zone.
Maybe. It just says Brunswick. Looks like they might be boats.
Corporation.
Yeah, it looks like it's a boating thing.
Okay.
Hey, he likes yachts.
Boating and bowling, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it.
Boating and bowling.
He likes the bees. So yeah.
Bees knees.
So Noah, you had a really good segue there. Let's talk about the Game Awards.
Hey.
I don't care about a single one of the awards that happened.
Yeah, I put it on the background.
Yep.
I was watching to see the new Smash character.
Yeah, and then they did that right out the gate, and you were like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I just started playing a game or something.
Yeah, you're
I
playing.
think I was in
WoW.
a raid. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you stopped talking, and Dan and I multiple times.
I
were
had
like,
to turn you
"Buddy."
guys down, so I didn't actually hear you because like they were explaining the strats that we needed to use for the raid.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, we weren't mad. We were just
Yeah.
Like, Noah, are you dead?
As soon
Oh
as
God,
you
he
guys
is
started
dead.
saying I was dead, that's when I actually heard you, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
Sephiroth was
Get a good
kind
trailer.
of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't expect Sephiroth. I was expecting
Yeah.
John Fortnite.
I don't know if I'd say I expected him, but he isn't somebody that I wouldn't expect.
So here's the thing that I guess I was wrong, and that's the weird thing. I could have sworn that Nintendo said that all of the characters from this pass
Right.
were going to be characters from series we haven't seen.
I think they've said that for sure for the first one, but I
Mhm.
don't know if they said that again for the second one.
yeah,
They could have been like lying by omission or something for the second one. To like, it definitely makes sense that you would expect that, but yeah,
Yeah, and I guess that might be it. I might have thought
yeah,
it was for the second, but they said it for the first,
Mm.
but even then it was a lie if it
Was
was
the
for the
first one?
first, because Fire Emblem,
that's true.
you know.
Yep.
So like,
Yep.
I don't know. What it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm just happy that it's a character that I cared about.
Yeah, he looks fun. Like, I
His
just-
range is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder who has more range, the Belmonts or him. Legitimately.
Probably the Belmonts.
But it's gonna be close. Like, sure, he has the the they've got the diagonals
Right.
with it, but like that sword is fuck long,
Yeah.
and that's kind of its point. Which like, sure, I get, you know,
Mm.
but I'm excited to play him. Are you and Tyler probably gonna pick him up? Maybe.
I haven't played Smash since before Banjo came out.
Yeah, me neither. Darius has it
Yeah.
as my copy.
I think the last time I played was beating Darius's ass.
Yep, I agree.
I don't remember that.
Sure you don't. Beat the memory out of your head.
I don't remember.
Bro, I'm gonna be thinking about that on my deathbed with a smile. Hey Darius.
You'll be holding his
beat your
hand in the
ass.
hospital, and you'll be like, "Remember, Lil Mac
Yeah, and then I'll
versus Link."
no, it was Richter versus
Richter?
Link. He
Okay.
kicks the shit out of my little Mac, but he's got nothing on Richter. I'm just gonna whisper in his. I'm gonna be like, Darius, come to me, and then I'll whisper in your ear. 7-0 with Richter.
I'll make sure to finish the job.
He'll put
Yeah.
the sticks in your
He's
hand
like,
as
yeah.
you're dying.
He's like, square up. It's okay, buddy.
You'll
and then he
be
puts the
flat
pillow
li-
over.
Yeah, you'll be flatlined, and the controller will still be in your hands.
I beat him.
It's a win.
You saw that right, Trisha?
My son puts the
Spike the
bandana
controller
on.
into the ground. You just walk out.
Oh. So yeah, Sephiroth's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, he looks fun and cool, and
I'm more excited to see what the next character is.
Yep.
Because they
I mean, it's always like that though. Once you see the character, you're like, all right, what's the next one?
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? They already don't get my money for the season pass because it's just not financially
Yeah,
worth
I don't
it.
play Smash enough.
Well, that, and even if I did, I don't care about 2 of the 6 characters. So money wise, I'm not going to play them. And if I buy the other, even if all 4 of the next characters are amazing, it's still cheaper to buy those 4 characters separately than to buy the season pass for those 4
Sure.
characters. So they already
I would
lost me.
argue that if you're still playing Smash, you're obligated to buy it just because you need to know what those characters do.
I agree. Yeah, because if you're still playing Smash from like day
Like
one,
you're doing
to
it
now,
competitively.
Exactly.
And at that point, you need every character.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna go down this list of stuff, and I don't know. I'll timestamp the things.
do
that
we
are
know if
important.
Rare's making
Perfect Dark?
I wouldn't say.
No.
Oh, really?
It's called the Initiative.
You say no Rare isn't?
No, Rare is not. It's the Initiative.
They're probably too busy with.
Excuse me?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. What do you want from me, man?
That doesn't sound right at all. That's dumb.
Hey, man. Are you telling me that Microsoft's making a dumb decision?
Rare made Perfect Dark, right?
Yep.
But they own Rare. They can tell them to make Perfect Dark.
Yep. But Microsoft's trying to be better. So let's not yell at them too hard here.
How's that better?
Because if they don't want to make it, like, right? Why would you force a company to make a game?
Oh, you're saying
maybe
maybe you think maybe they probably don't want to make.
Absolutely. Because like, look at Banjo 3E, right? Banjo Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
That's telling a company to make something that they didn't want to make. Do you want Perfect Dark to be Banjo Nuts and Bolts?
Nuts and Bolts was fun.
Because I sure do.
Wasn't the last Perfect Dark that?
Yeah. Perfect Dark Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was all right. Perfect Dark Zero was good. It was fine. No one remembers it. But it was fine.
Did you not like Nuts and Bolts?
It was fine. It's just...
It's not a banjo game.
Exactly.
But it's a very fun, like, car building game.
Yeah, totally. And like, it's fun for what it is. It shouldn't have been called Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that killed it. That hurt that game more than anything.
Yeah.
Is it being called It's the same thing with DMC Devil May Cry, the one made by Ninja Theory.
Right.
If that game wasn't called Devil May Cry, it would have done so much better. Because it's a good game, but it's not a good blank game. Right? Yeah. Resident Evil 6 is an amazing game.
Yeah.
But it's not a good Resident Evil game. Metal Gear Solid 5 is an amazing game. It's not that good as a Metal Gear Solid game.
You're 100% right.
I'll play the gameplay to those games any day of the week, but every time I think that they're part of those series, I go, why though?
Have you heard of Initiative?
No, I think they're new. It says they're from Santa Monica.
Oh, yeah. Microsoft isn't using any of the 500 studios they bought.
Hey,
they had to make a new one.
Maybe this is one of the studios they bought. Let me see if they have anything. I think I've heard of them before. That's the weird thing.
They'll cancel it and close them within the year.
No, looks like this is just straight up new. They don't have anything here. They have a picture of the Santa Monica Harbor, and that's it. Also, I forgot to say this earlier, and it doesn't matter. We don't have to talk about it. Mario Lopez is going to play Colonel Sanders in a new Lifetime mini show.
Why?
I don't know. No one knows.
What's a Lifetime mini show?
Like on Lifetime, a mini show.
I'm assuming the mini show is kind of like that Walking Dead one. What the fuck?
I'm not even fucking.
That looks like trash.
Like it's happening.
Is this supposed to be like? Was it a soap opera or some shit?
I have no
Is it gay for me to say he's too sexy to be Colonel Sanders?
I think that's the point.
Yeah, because I don't think Colonel Sanders was that ripped. Yeah, Lifetime original mini movie, presented by KFC. It's called A Recipe for Seduction. We all have our secrets. His just happens.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is actually happening, bro.
Dude, KFC is weird enough to do shit like this.
Absolutely. Though. I'm not hating it, but I'm just gonna ask why.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm definitely questioning it, but
so I'm glad I put that in there. Master Chief is coming to fucking Fortnite, which we all knew already. So
Dante for
Fortnite? I was looking at all like the Fortnite shit recently. Yeah. And I saw that Mandalorian's coming to Fortnite.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw Venom was in it. That was pretty cool.
Everybody's in Fortnite.
Yeah.
But I was thinking to myself, like, isn't all these like crossovers and guest characters, isn't that eventually gonna like sour the brand?
Of what? Fortnite or the brands that are going in?
Both.
I don't know.
At least
I don't know what you mean by sour.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like Fortnite. If I was playing Fortnite at this point, I feel like they just don't care about like the lore or whatever, or like it just feels like they're just trying to make money at this point, and they're not. They don't really care about.
Here's the thing, right? Though, Darius, nobody cared about the lore of Fortnite
until the black hole happened.
Well, not even that. I'm talking about Fortnite, the original game that was a multiplayer.
Yeah, OG.
Yeah, before it became a battle royale, no one gave a shit. And then when it was a battle royale and had no story, that's when people cared. So not even the people who play Fortnite care about the story. So fuck it, throw them in. And also, like, the main audience of Fortnite is, like,
Children.
yeah, between 8 to, like, 16.
That's crazy.
So, like, I don't think they give a shit about the overall story. I think they go, Wolverine! And then they're
they
like,
just want to play cool characters.
Mommy, give me your wallet. I want to buy Wolverine. I want to play as Wolverine for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll ask for money again when I want to play as the Mandalorian. And Boba Fett.
How do you guys use skins?
And how do I view skins?
How do you use skins? So like, there's recently at least there's like rarities of skins, but I mean specifically as in like ones that you can buy and ones that you have to earn. What do you prefer? Do you just want to use what looks cool? I'm a rarity whore through and through.
Oh,
so
are
if it's
you?
rare, I use it even if it doesn't look that great.
Yeah, I just use what looks good.
Sure.
I'll wear whatever it is if it looks cool to me.
Yeah, it's all about the look.
Yeah.
If it's some bad armor, but I look cool.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? When you think about it, because the rarity is cool, and like you flex your E-peen,
Yeah.
because like it's rare,
Yeah.
and that's not a negative. Like that's the point.
That's yeah.
It's to me, I would rather wear the common skin that looks super cool than the rare skin that doesn't, because I've got a feeling more people are going to be wearing that rare skin than the common skin that I decide to wear.
But that's like not true. If it's rare, less people have it.
Yeah, but less people have it, but out of all of the total skins, more people are probably using that skin than the one
And
I'm
those
using.
who have that skin use it. I guess.
So like, right, if let's use a small sample size, right? There's 10 people and 5 of them have that skin and the other 5 people don't. Those 5 people are going to use that skin and the other 5 people are probably going to use any other skin. So the odds that, like, I'll see 5 people rolling around with the same skin and I'll be the only person that's wearing mine. So who really has the rarer fucking,
Sure.
you know? Like,
I was thinking about it in like Valorant, how I have the Kingdom knife.
Yep.
I don't think it particularly looks that good, but it is like a rare knife.
yeah, so it's like, sup, bitch?
Yeah.
I killed you with this thing. Ain't that cool? No, I totally get that. Like, that's a definite way to do it. It's just
Yeah.
not how I do it.
Yeah, dude. Rarity is like almost everything.
Heard it here,
to me, dude.
folks. Knows all about the flex.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
That's why he's got on those fucking Nikes, bro. He's got those Air Jordans on right now.
Fuck Jordans. The Adidas boy through and through.
Oh yeah, just like Miles.
Yeah.
And now he
switched
is.
out. Yeah.
They showed off a trailer for Dragon Age. I guess.
I don't know the story, so
I don't either.
I don't know like if it was anything crazy.
There's a new Mass Effect game that's going to come out. I made a really stupid joke because the trailer is an Asari cleans off the like thing that says N7.
Yeah.
And I just made a stupid joke where I was like, wow, looks like they decided to make an attractive Asari again. I guess designing a non-attractive Asari didn't work out too well for them last time because Mass Effect Andromeda.
I was about to say, I was like, that's a deep cut joke. I played Mass Effect. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
So I'll just go real quick into it. So the Asari are the purple.
I know,
The
yeah,
blue
yeah.
ones.
Yeah. So
they're like all female, right?
kind of.
But they're both sexy.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
exactly.
Okay.
And the reason they
that
all
was
look
the thing.
incredibly attractive is because they have a mental thing that makes whoever look at them, they find them as being attractive. So like that's their part of their character is they
Okay.
will always look attractive to the person looking at them.
Is it in a thing where they form change to suit that person, or is it like a mental thing
I
that no
don't
matter
remember.
what they look like, their brain like makes them think they're attractive?
I think
or
it's
something?
kind of like that.
Okay.
But it's so we've never actually seen what Nasari looks like, sort of thing,
So
because it's
they
what
do
the
shape
character
themselves.
or in our interpretation of them, like they don't actually change, but how we see them do. So like they
Right.
might not physically
Well, that's-
change,
I guess
but it
like
changes how your brain
it's kind of
sees
different,
them.
but it's not different.
Right, yeah. You're right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is they look different.
Right.
And in Mass Effect Andromeda, there is a not super attractive Asari, and everyone got confused because they're like, that's literally not how they work.
Yeah.
And that's PB, and everyone was
Isn't
like,
attractiveness based off the individual person?
absolutely.
Beauty in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
like, yeah, as James was saying, like their whole thing was that like if there was one here, we would all find them attractive,
And we
no
would
matter
all see
what.
them differently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but
but-
Andromeda one, you
but,
can't
like-
do that.
Right.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, that's not attractive to anyone, is what everyone was saying. So
Right,
they're like,
right.
because they're like, it's so off from what Nasari normally looks like that they're like, what's up with that? Like,
I do think it's dumb that they made a species that's like, oh, we're always sexy or whatever. But like,
Exactly.
if they're going to do that, then they have to do that.
Oh, is that the Andromeda one?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Fuck. And then like every other one looks just like, I guess you would call them conventionally pretty, right?
sure,
It's like what you would see in Star Trek for an attractive alien, you know?
right.
And like all of them look like that, you know? Where it's like, yeah, that's an attractive.
Wouldn't
whatever.
all Asari look the same to a single person then?
I think so. I don't know the lore entirely. I
Yeah.
just remember what I read from playing the first game.
Did you play any other Mass Effects than the first game, or only?
No, I didn't even beat the first one. I had a really, really bad situation happen to me that made me never want to play it again.
Did it load? Your
I don't
save
think
corrupt?
she looks that bad.
Did your
but
save
she
get
definitely
corrupted?
looks different.
She also looks worse in motion
Sure.
and in the original
That's
one.
fair. That's fair.
So yes, basically for I was playing the first game and how I played those RPGs, and this is how it completely changed how I play RPGs for the rest of my life. I would read everything, and in Mass Effect,
Oh yeah.
that's a fucking problem.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah.
I went to the Citadel, and for the next 12 hours, I was walking around reading every single bit of dialogue that they presented to me, every single one, because I was like, oh my god, I want this lore.
that's
You
a lot.
probably wouldn't like Cyberpunk then. There's
Well,
a
no,
lot of reading.
I'm okay with that
Yeah,
because I
okay.
trust this.
Okay.
What
okay.
happened was I had my launch day Xbox 360. I got the red ring. I had
Oh,
to send it
shit.
in to get fixed, and when I got it back, that save file was corrupt.
Yikes.
So my 13 hours played was gone, where I didn't actually do anything, right? Because I did the first mission, I'm at the Citadel, and I never left because I was like, I want to read all this,
Mm.
and I went, my drive to play this game is over, and I left. I walked
Damn.
away.
Yeah, it's a lot of lore in that game,
And I love
especially the
that.
first one.
Like I think I would more enjoy that game as a wiki dive
Oh yeah.
on the Mass Effect
Sure.
wiki than I would as an actual game. Like just spend 2 weeks just eating all this knowledge. But yeah, so that's all my dumb joke about Mass Effect.
So they're making a new one. Hopefully, they don't fuck it up.
Exactly, and that's what everyone says.
Is BioWare making it?
Yep.
So they're making Dragon Age and this
Yep.
at the same time, and
Yep.
EA is in charge.
Yep.
I really wish it would get out of the hands of E EA.
Yep. I think there's a lot of games that we wish would get out of the hands of anyone. Konami. So there's the Callisto Protocol, which looks really cool, but the more I heard about it, the more I got confused about it. That's the horror game.
Is that the 2-player? No.
No.
We don't know how many players.
Yeah, it probably is. That's the one where like
Was there
the...
a 2-player horror game coming out? What did I think of that?
Well, I think you're thinking of the 4-player zombie game, maybe.
I don't know.
When a 2-player horror game coming out soon.
I think there was like this 2-player game or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I'm probably
there's the
stupid,
puppet
but
game that's 2-player that looks cool, but
maybe
that's not horror.
I don't
really.
remember.
Well, we might talk about it.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is the one it's made by the Dead Space devs.
Oh, nice.
And like right away, Dan and I were like, "That looks like Dead Space because he's got the dumb fucking neck health indicator." Even
Oh,
Yeah.
like on
And-
his spine.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's only on the top part of his neck.
Okay.
But we were like, "There's only
Yeah, it's
one
very, like-
game."
the way they did the HUD in that game was fucking amazing.
Dude, 10 out of fucking
Yeah.
10. I love hologram HUDs when they're done correctly, so I was all over that shit.
Oh yeah, when he like puts down his hand and like,
Yep, and it shows you the guide,
Yeah.
and like he ups it for your
so
inventory.
good.
Ugh. But no, so I instantly crack a joke because I'm like, wow, how progressive. There's a black man in the fucking prison cell. Like it opens up with a black dude waking up on the bottom bunk of a jail cell and goes, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, when I saw the thumbnail, I was excited because I was like, "Oh, he's it's gonna be a black man character."
Yeah.
So he wakes up in the jail cell. I'm like, okay, suffering vibes.
Yep.
I like it.
Suffering was a good game.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
And then immediately he gets up and like some bullshit happens with a robot, and he's like, yo, Frank, mysterious man behind me. You seeing this shit? And he's like obviously transforming into a monster behind him. And it's like, oh shit. And then he like turns and he like comes into the light, and the guy's like up against a wall, and he's like, yo, are you okay? And there's like half a second where it almost seems like he's gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm a monster. What's going on? But then he just pins him against the wall and like
Eats his face.
yeah, tentacle throws up into
aliens
his face.
him.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And then it cuts to a dude in like a monitor room who's watching everything, and he turns off all the monitors, and then that's it. That's the whole trailer.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's spaceships are like coming down because that dude was in like a spaceship, and like he's like, oh, you gotta activate the Callisto Protocol or some shit. I don't remember what he said. And there was the second joke that got made, which was, wow, black man dies immediately in the trailer too.
I was pissed off about that.
Because it's like, really? It's 2020 and we're still killing the black dude
Yeah,
first?
but let's put him in jail and kill him first. Like,
Yeah.
Cut down.
shit.
So that's where it gets cool, right? Is there, you're like, okay, cool, like horror game by the people who did Dead Space.
Yeah.
All right, it's set in the
Hopefully
PUBG
EA
universe.
isn't part of it.
Yeah, I was gonna
PUBG?
ask, is EA part of this?
Oh,
What?
EA is not.
All right, good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's set in the PUBG universe.
PUBG.
PUBG, Player Unknown Battleground.
Like the battle royale.
The Battle Royale. What the fuck does
What?
that mean?
It was like a future prison.
yeah.
So
Are they trying to like reinvigorate PUBG?
I don't
by, like,
know.
Adding this kind of content.
Well,
to
I
it?
think this is a completely other game though,
Well,
because
it's gotta be.
right.
But
And like, I guess because everyone was wondering like, what the fuck is
yeah, but
with
who-
the
who
world of
fucking
PUBG?
Cares?
is the world weird or
No,
something?
it was literally just like
It's-
militaristic.
Yeah.
Like you just drop on an island.
Is
and
there
kill each
lore
other.
with PUBG?
No, but I think people
Maybe,
wanted to know the
but-
lore because they're like, well, yeah, there might be now.
Yeah.
We stopped playing the
Like-
year that game came out.
Something like that. Yeah.
But no, there could be cool stuff in it now. I know that like Russia, like it's a weird, vaguely Russian is the first map, and the second
Yeah.
one is whatever.
Why did you guys stop playing? I always wondered that.
We just stopped.
You
Other
just
games came out.
stop playing. Yeah. Why
We-
why
we-
do you stop playing a game?
Yeah.
Because my friends stopped playing it with me.
Damn.
Damn.
Deep. Yeah, like that dwarf game. No.
Yeah.
Single two.
I've been doing a lot of stuff.
No. We're Dan and I just keep being like, we kind of want to play our other characters, but we also don't without Noah.
Yeah.
But if Noah isn't feeling this game, then we don't want to force
Well, like I'm
him.
feeling it, but it's like I had to do like mythics, I had to do raids, I had to do all this other shit,
I
and then Cyberpunk
legitimately-
came out, and it was like,
I figured it was just poor timing that we found this game.
yeah,
Because, like, you seemed interested whenever we played.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
it's like, but WoW's expansion came out, and blank, and other come out, and we're like, it's bad timing. It's fine. We can keep playing our
yeah. I feel bad
characters.
like forcing you guys to not play your mains.
It doesn't matter. But no, so yeah, the Callisto Protocol could be cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, they they do better with black people in that game.
Yeah.
Is that the Vin Diesel trailer?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so weird. I don't understand.
Real quick though, Darius. Much like playing Fall Guys, Noah and I got so many wins in PUBG that we didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
It helps when you beat ass, and then you go, okay, we beat the ass.
yeah.
It's just like PUBG came out before I got my computer,
Oh yeah.
so like
that's
I just
fair.
missed out on like.
If
Shit, we
you
played hard in like 2017, 18.
Yeah. If you want to play it and like pick it up, I'm down to play it with you.
Yeah.
PUBG's fun. Like Noah's probably down to reinstall it for a couple
Yeah, I'll
couple
play it for a
days.
little bit, but I definitely probably wouldn't play it for like months.
Yeah. But I'm down if you want to pick it up for cheap on a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't even know what the state of that game is
Dude.
anymore.
Me neither. I don't even know.
I remember I tried to cosplay what's his name?
Star-Lord?
Star-Lord? That's it.
Yeah, and you always took those blue high tops. You got to take the pants off your first kill. Yeah, so Ark Survival Evolved is getting a sequel with fucking Vin Diesel.
I feel like Vin Diesel is just like.
Is he in the? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I was gonna say. I feel like Vin Diesel. He never goes away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like he say what you will about him, he finds a way to stay relevant.
Yeah.
You know,
And like it's weird that he was at the Game Awards 2 times in a row.
Mm.
Because
Well,
he
he-
talked about Fast and the
he's
Furious,
supposed
the
to be.
game.
He's supposed to be like a super big nerd, right?
Yeah,
I mean he's an OG Street Shark lover, so that's cool.
What?
Did you not know that?
No.
He advertised toys for Street Sharks.
Oh, I seen that video. I seen
Yeah,
that video.
yeah.
I need to watch that.
He's like playing with like mouth puppets and shit. It's fucking hilarious. I love it.
I because his game company was rad too. They put out some fantastic games.
I don't know.
Tiggin Entertainment or some shit. They put out.
I may have like known some of the.
I know
games,
he
but I
had the
no idea
Drive
that they
game.
were,
Yeah, he had that.
in cahoots.
He also had
with Vin
Escape.
Diesel.
The Chronicles of Riddick games.
Those are good
that
games.
was
Those are
his.
from his company.
Those are actually
I
good
always
games.
figured whenever he was in a game, it was kind of like this, to where it was just, hey, it's Vin Diesel.
No, Chronicles of Rick, it
It
was
was just like a
solid.
cameo.
Yeah, Tiggin Studios. That's what it's called. They made.
Tigan?
Yeah,
Is it
Tigan.
Tigan?
It's
I don't know.
whatever the mix of a lion and a tiger or whatever is.
Oh,
Liger?
Yeah, but I guess there's a different version of it if it's like
Tigon. I
Yeah.
think that's it.
when it's like the
Yeah,
parents
yeah,
are
yeah.
the other way around,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And that's what
I
it's
think it
named
is
after.
Tigon then.
So yeah, he made Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay, Wheelman. That's the one you were thinking of.
Wheelman.
Yeah. Then the Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, and then they made Fast and the Furious Crossroads.
Ooh.
And then I guess they've been vaguely developing Barca BC, which was supposed to be an MMO.
Weird.
But I know he still wants somebody to make an RPG of his D&D character from way back when. He had a
Oh.
half orc, and he's like, I love this character. It's like
Nice.
I want to use him. I want to use him in a game, but nobody wants to make a game with a half orc. So yeah, I don't know. Like, dude, more power to you. I'm not going to tell you not to make these games.
Yeah, I love Vin Diesel. I don't have a problem. It's just always.
He doesn't go away. You're
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 100% not interested though.
I'm happy for the
Fuck
Ark
Ark.
fans. They're finally getting a sequel.
Yeah,
I
same.
honestly don't know how I feel about a sequel to a game like that.
Yeah.
Just because it's kind of like the Overwatch thing, where it's like people spent so much time on this thing, you have to tie them in together, or else
Exactly.
they straight up probably won't play it.
Unless this is a single player game that actually has a
Right.
new story, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like it's separate.
Like a spin-off type thing.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. Ark seems cool. I've never played it. I used to be interested when I cared about those
I
style
played
of
it for
crafting
5
games.
minutes, and then I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't throw a Pokeball at a dinosaur. Fuck this shit. No, so that's cool. The company that made Gone Home and Tacoma are making a new game called Open Roads.
So with the black girl.
Is she black? It's the
I don't
car
remember.
trip. No, you're thinking of the one with the girl on the bicycle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the car. Like the mom and the daughter are on a road trip, and it's like
Interesting. Who's
Oh,
this?
there's multiple walking simulators then because there's like a Route 96 or something.
Yo.
game coming out.
well, hang on a second,
Yeah,
'cause this
VNs are becoming pretty popular.
we don't know what type of game this is gonna be because they showed us a visual, like it's an
Yeah.
animated video of them in a car talking about nothing, and based on their other games, I'm just gonna call it now. The mom dies. Fuck it.
That's it.
Season is the one you're thinking
Yeah.
of, and Season looks really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just it looks vaguely post-apocalyptic, just based on all the things that you like ride your bike by.
It's a walking sim.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second. There might be more to do in this one than just walk. You know.
It's all walking.
Oh, the trailer is. But yeah, no, it looks cool. I'm down. Road 96 is a game where
You make choices.
well, it looks like an actual combat game.
What? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
When you fucking see, oh, I'm thinking of a different game maybe.
It's just it's
No, right here. Literally the person shooting a gun out the back at a car. That doesn't look like a combat game to you?
I didn't see that part. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it's gonna be, but like they're totally shooting like a fucking nail gun at the cars. It's like, oh fuck, because you're trying to escape whatever, because like the country sucks and you're trying to get the fuck out. That's all I know. That's all they showed. That's all they said.
Well, they said like it's like I think over 100 different endings or something. Like you can. The whole point is like you're trying to get out of the country and like you make a whole bunch of choices.
Yeah.
To how you get out the country, and like each choice leads down a different path.
Yeah, which is cool. Whatever, it might be neat. I care more about that Season game than I do about that one. But we'll see more, obviously.
I never played the walking sim, so I don't know if I like them or not.
Okay, well, so there's a difference. When people say a walking sim, they mean literally all you do is walk around and look at things.
Yeah.
So, like, Gone Home is a walking sim because you don't do anything but read what you find. But a game like Season might not be because they didn't show stuff, but it looks
About
like there's more stuff. Firewatch would also be like a walking simulator because like there's not that a game needs combat, but like a game where you can't do anything but like the Stanley Parable is kind of like a walking simulator because all you do is walk and listen. You know,
you walk, listen, choose a direction.
Exactly, it's there. You're playing the game to get the story. There's no game other than the story. Yeah, is kind of what it is, right? So like you wouldn't call whatever Death Stranding a walking simulator, even though all you really do in that game is walk around and take packages from one place to another. You know,
you can definitely make it a walking simulator though.
Yeah,
I don't think like combat in that game's required outside of like some boss fights.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because I think there aren't even that many boss fights. So Turtle Rock Studios finally fucking making a new Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Can't wait for them to get sued. Because it's called Back 4 Blood, and it's just Left 4 Dead. Yeah. And I'm excited enough. Like, I want to see more.
$60 though.
They did. We don't know if it's 60 yet.
You're right.
If it's 40, I'm gonna be tempted.
If it's 20,
it's a day one buy. If it's $20,
I would pay $20 for it, but I can't do full price.
If it's 40. I'd be tempted to buy it, and I would buy it on sale for 30.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but that's just me, because I love Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and there's only so many shitty new levels you can download before you realize they suck. And there's only so many Resident Evils you can play in Left 4 Dead before you realize that there's not that many games that people made. So yeah, Disco Elysium is getting a new version.
Have you ever played that?
No, but I really want to.
Yeah, I've heard it's fantastic.
Because like I like those like isometric RPG style games, like Baldur's Gate or
Speaking of Baldur's
the original
Gate,
Neverwinters or whatever.
The new one, it's in beta.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, the new one's in beta. When it comes out of beta, when like actually releases, would y'all want to play that?
Maybe. Because
my friends were telling me about it, and they were like, it's just D&D but in game form.
Yeah, what was it? Divinity Original Sin 2 or something?
Yeah.
It was something they made that felt similar to that.
And then I guess...
I heard right now there's only like 20 hours of content.
Yeah, it's just in beta, but...
But it has like 20 hours of content, but they don't have any of the like... the first act is in the game or some shit.
Yeah, there's like a bunch missing. I was listening to some guy saying it still was obviously early access.
Yeah, which is like fair, whatever. Yeah, I'm down to play it. I don't give a shit. I keep being surprised that it's multiplayer because the first two weren't. So when I hear that it's multiplayer, it's like...
Noah?
What?
Would you want to play it when it actually comes out?
I think so. I tried to play Divinity, and I didn't get into it. But
Did you play with people?
No. I was just about to say, with people, it might be a different story.
To be fair, I think every game is fun with people.
Yeah.
like a bad game with a person is definitely can be a good game.
Yeah.
Dead Island.
I like Dead Island. It was a fun game.
Alone?
Yeah. Well, I played it when it came out.
For more than 2 hours?
I finished it.
I did too. That's fair. I had fun until I got dicked by my friend. So I was playing it until he was like, I'll pick up the game too, and then we'll play it co-op. And then I got my copy first, and he's like, I'm not going to buy the game after you played it in front of me a little bit because I don't like it anymore. And I'm like,
what?
That was the whole reason I bought it, asshole. And by that time, I had power leveled in the second area. I was level 35 of 50, and I was like, okay. And now none of the weapon drops are good because the drops are per area, not your level, so they don't match. So I had to do the glitch to make infinite of the explosive bombs to be able to beat the game. Because that's the only thing that did damage. So I just huffing infinite DO bombs until I beat the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Among Us has a new map coming next year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's only 15 days left in a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It does say early 2021, and they didn't say a date. So hopefully it's January.
It doesn't seem
January
like
1st.
That would be like a hard game to make a map for.
Yeah.
I guess like balancing would be difficult, but like the making of it, I don't think.
Yeah, granted, I guess it is also only 4 people, so like
Yeah.
there's a lot to test.
They won awards, which was kind of weird considering it's a old game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't agree with that.
I agree. I completely agree with you not agreeing with it.
Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be giving them awards if the game came out.
Trisha made a good point, though.
Yeah, but if they deserve the awards, then
Yeah, Trisha made a good point, though. It's kind of like how the music awards are, where best new artist doesn't mean that they came out
sure.
this year.
Yeah, I don't
right?
agree with that either.
Yeah.
No.
So
but
if,
like-
if you shoot your shot and you don't make it that year, you're fucked forever.
Yeah.
For best new artist, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: like, they made that game and it was this good. Why should they be fucked because nobody saw it that year, even though it was like really good? Like, does it really matter? Like, should they not win awards because nobody noticed it when it came out, even though it was good?
Yeah, I don't think they should win awards. If it came out back in 2015, you want to give them an award in 2020.
Yeah, but if nobody played it, then how is that fair to them?
Because
Let's say you make literally
well-
the greatest game in the world and nobody sees it until the next year, and you can't win awards because of that.
yeah, that's the fault of the people who didn't play it. Or, well, in Grammy's case, it's
Well, like, you could
That's-
say they should have just marketed better, but that's not fair.
no, I'm not
to
talking about
them.
that. But in the Grammys case, like, you're expecting critical people to be judging it critically.
Mhm.
Like, these are people who are experts and shit, and they care about the art, not about the popularity. That's why I feel like that. This is just a popularity contest, and
Yeah,
because
these-
the people vote for this, right? It's not.
No, these are people.
there was
voting.
one people voting.
Yeah.
That was player's choice, but I think everything else was them.
Yeah, everything else is a panel of judges that choose things. So like it's people high up in like the industry sort of thing
Then,
are making
then
these
yeah,
choices.
I feel like games, like, if it came out and it was so great, you know, if y'all missed it, y'all missed it.
I don't know. For indie games, I think it's different. If it were a AAA game, I'd probably feel differently.
That's I mean you're making a good. I think Noah's making a good point though, like for sure, because it's like it sucks that they get fucked out of an award just
Yeah.
because they literally can't show people.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it's not like they're a AAA company who can just market the shit out of it to make sure it's visible.
Yeah, because they just in the year it came out they couldn't scream loud enough
Right.
in the Scream.
Yeah, but I kind of also
Or-
feel like that fucks the people. Say,
It fucks the AAA companies.
no, it fucks the people who, like, okay, my game came out. I've been working on this game for years. It finally came out, and came out 2020 this year. Great. And then a game that came out 3 years ago wins, and you had 3 years to fix your game, make it as best as you can. And my game just came out a couple months ago. I didn't have time to update it. It's
Yeah.
not the best game it could be.
Because I that's kind of where I was coming from vaguely. Because it's like, if this is what's going to happen, what's to stop Ocarina of Time from winning Best Visual Direction every year? Or like Best Game Design? Because
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's different.
is
It
it?
didn't. Unless they
you know
keep
what I
a-
mean? Like,
But at the same time, it's like,
because it is. You're absolutely right.
It's
It is.
absolutely different.
But it's similar. You go on.
but yeah, I was gonna say, like, say like a new game, a new first person game comes out next year that we all love and it's really good. And like, what type of game is Valorant? What is that?
It's
Just
a
a first person
tactical-
shooter, or is it like?
It's a tactical shooter, I believe.
Okay, yeah, a new tactical shooter comes out next year. Valve, releases a new one, and it has like some issues here and there,
Right.
but it's released. But Valorant wins next year for a game because they've had so much time to perfect it and make it better. And it's like it sucks for the new one that we love because it is a better game, but it's just not fair. It's not on the same playing field because they had time to
That's fair.
Yeah,
get as much out.
because that's kind of how it feels, right? Is it's like if you can pick a game from a previous year just because people like it now, what's to really stop you from just picking a game from a different year because you wanted to? Because it's not a 2020 game, it's a 2018 game.
Right.
So like, should it win best of the year when it isn't from that year. That's like the base.
Well, like
thing.
it depends on how you want to look at it.
Totally.
On your definition of a year, is it anything that came out this year strict? Like it literally has to release in 2020, or is it the highlights of the games that we played during this year? So like it's kind of similar, but off topic kind of. So like League of Legends does a thing where at the end of the season they release like if you were gold or higher, you get a skin for this champion. That skin is dictated purely on what was popular in the meta this year, and it's not dictated by like who's popular. So like,
I got a question for you then though. In the Grammys, back when Good Kid, Mad City came out, the Kendrick Lamar album.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't pay attention to awards.
I know,
So,
but
like,
I'm saying back when Good Kid, Mad City came out, I want to say that was like 2014, 2013, whatever. The same year that Macklemore album came out. You know Macklemore, right?
Macklemore, yeah.
Yeah. Macklemore won Best Rap Album over Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, that's probably,
Everybody knows it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Well, it's a popularity contest.
Exactly. But that's it. It's over with. Kendrick Lamar can never win. Good Kid, Mad City can never beat out, win Best Rap Album ever again.
Sure.
And I feel like that's a reflection on the Grammys for being shit that year. And like that exposes them for catering to the white people. I mean, the white rapper that they wanted to cater to. And I feel like that's reflecting them as a like group. And I feel like that's good because now we can judge the Grammys and know that the Grammys are bullshit because of that.
Sure.
And I feel the same way with, I guess, the Game Awards. I don't pay attention to the awards, to the Game Awards anyway, but I feel like
ultimately they're kind of worthless. The only opinion that matters is yours.
Yeah,
so.
but I feel like that's the same situation with this. Like you can't, you make your choice. You know, it was for that year. You fucked up.
I see where you're coming from now with that analogy. Just that if a game from 2018 beats out games that were released in 2020, then what's the point of whatever?
Yeah, what's the point of having an award show for that year?
Yeah.
So I mean,
even though like let's say like Among Us was like the most popular in that category this year, I feel like it kind of deserves this spot, but it's like
I guess it also depends because Among Us won 2 awards.
Yeah,
that kind of that's what makes it even kind of more like
yeah.
Because like let's say if they won most popular game, right? Or like most viewed on Twitch or something like that, sure, because then that's not an award that like that's an award that's based on factual numbers for a year, right? But then it's the awards. I don't even remember what it won. Not saying that it doesn't deserve awards because that game is fun as fuck. I want to say that. Yeah, I should have said that in the beginning because I love that game. Fun as shit. But I just feel like in 2020, a 2018 game shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's just taking the moment away from like whoever's time it is. It's like you take a photo shot of that year. That's the whole point of the awards. Is like this was best for this year, and they already took the fucking steam away from Fall Guys.
Yeah.
So like,
something
but
tells
here's
me,
the thing: like Fall Guys, if they change it to where like it's what was relevant during this year and not strictly like what came out.
Well, hold on. Let's check. What was the award? Because it could be best ongoing game award,
sure. So
and that
like,
was just in this conversation.
Yeah. So like, if Fall Guys can stay relevant into next year, then it should definitely be on like the list.
It won the Game Award for Best Multiplayer Game and the Game Award for Best Mobile Game.
Okay, yeah.
Mobile game, sure.
Yeah, sure. But at the same time, every mobile game that came out this year got flubbed. But I hate to say it, but fuck the Mobile Game Award anyway. The Best Multiplayer Game, right, though, that one is a little bit rougher because, like Darius was saying, Fall Guys came out this year. Right. That's a game that came out this year.
But,
right?
It's just like, was it more popular than Among Us? I feel like Among Us was more of a flash in a pan, as I don't play it anymore.
You mean Fall Guys? Or
did I say?
You said
Among
Us.
Yeah, it was
you
like
meant
for
Among Us.
Yeah, for 2 months, like people were playing it. Do people play it much anymore?
Yes.
Really?
Loads. That's why he asked if you meant Fall Guys, because not a lot of people are playing Fall Guys anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Among Us is like not dead, but like
I would love to play
hype
Among
for
Us.
it.
It's just like
Loads more people are totally still playing it.
Yeah,
for
I just
sure.
know that like streamers caught on, and then it blew up big, and then
Same with Fall Guys.
it just felt like the fad died out a little bit.
yeah.
Especially because like, not to like rag on it, but it's boring in that there isn't a whole lot of difference between the matches aside from like the player politics. Because like you're kind of doing the same stuff every single time, and the funnest part about it is the player politics.
yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the airplane.
Yeah.
I want to play it when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I do too, for sure. I want to see what the other people in that thing were, you know?
Oh, for the
Yeah.
multiplayer. Was Valorant in there for multiplayer?
It would have had to
I
be.
think so. I know it was on the docket with like a bunch of other stuff for one award, and it lost a league. So, I mean, they won anyway.
True. Yeah, so the best multiplayer game was Valorant, Fall Guys, Call of Duty Warzone, Animal Crossing, and Among
Animal
Us.
Crossing.
Yeah. And Among Us.
That's
so I guess
barely multiplayer.
I guess I can understand why it's kind of bullshit, because like Among Us didn't come out this year, but it beat out four
But
other
it was
games.
very popular this year.
But it's not best, like it's not most popular multiplayer game of 2020. It's the best multiplayer
Yeah,
game.
but what I'm saying is that of the multiplayer games this year, Among Us was part of our multiplayer games
You're
this
right.
year. And that's why I think it deserves a spot. I definitely see why it's like
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years ago.
But at the same time, that's
Why
kind of
didn't
like
it?
saying just because CS:GO is super popular should win every year. And it's like no,
Yeah, didn't
it
come
had
out.
its time.
I just when I saw this and like thinking about this,
Well, I mean, League of Legends came out 10 plus years ago, and it's
Yeah.
still winning awards. How is that fair?
it's not.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they're
You're right.
They're constantly updating the game, though.
Yeah.
Why? Like, the
It
way
should
they
be-
do seasons is that they change a lot of the game during the seasons, so it's
I'm-
kind of like a new game.
this is kind of on them.
Them.
The
Game
awards.
Awards.
Thank you.
Uh,
I was like Among Us devs.
they should
Riot.
separate this shit. They should have best game, best multiplayer game
Yeah.
of 2020, and best ongoing game.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. Live service games changed this a lot.
But that's
'Cause
still
are
a new
we-
thing.
yeah.
Like they might start doing that now because
oh, yeah,
this is
totally.
recent.
because
Yeah.
that's the question,
Live
right?
service games are definitely huge, bigger
Yeah.
now.
Because like Dead by Daylight, why wasn't that on there? Loads of
Right.
people still play that, and that just had new DLC. Should
Right.
that be counted as a 2020 game? Who knows? Like something released in 2020.
I'm
Yeah.
sure after that they're having that conversation.
They're
And-
having this conversation.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
of like we need to probably make a new category.
So
I don't know if they necessarily need a new category.
They need
as
to
much
clarify
as like a
categories.
different award show.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So I keep thinking about this whenever when we were talking about this. Donkey, video game Donkey, he has his best of the year videos every year.
Yeah.
And every single year for the best of the year, the game that he says is the best game of
Super Mario.
it's Super Mario 2. Yeah. He's like, now guys, I'm not gonna say it again, but the number one game of this year is, believe it or not, Super Mario 2. And like every year he does it. And it's like, haha, that's a joke. But now it's real. And like that kind of makes like it's kind of one of those things of like, damn, that joke kind of hits different now. Like because like with something like this, right? Like if it was like best platform game, right?
Yeah.
Do you put Super Mario 3D All-Stars in there? It came out this year.
Yeah.
Sure, it's 3 different Mario games that came out in other years, but it came out this year.
That might
it's
be a-
still the best.
Technicality, but
But it's like, how bullshit would that be if that won, right? Because you're like, well,
Right.
yes, it is 3 games worth of content and also some
Yeah.
of the best platformers ever made.
yeah, I kind of feel like game like award shows and awards in general the whole point is to celebrate what people did that came out this year, and
Yeah.
that's kind of taking away the steam of like what all the hard work people put in for that year, or not that year, but like whatever they released that year.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about dumb bullshit now of like taking it way out of context and just being like, all right, now the 2020 car like award of the year, right, goes to Ford for making the Model T. Once again, thank you for making cars exist. Like, it'd be like, yeah, I guess, but no, you know, like, and I'm just obviously taking it to the extreme on that. But like,
I mean, honestly, I think I probably would have picked Call of Duty to win that because Call of Duty
Multiplayer?
yeah.
Did that come out this year? The Warzone?
No.
Yes. Yeah, it did. I think it did.
Are you sure it wasn't last year?
It might have been. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't play, but I
played
know
it a
it's
few
super
times, I
popular.
just don't remember.
And I know when I look at it, it looks like a well-made machine. Like
they've had
March
20
10th.
fucking years to get it down.
March 10th.
Yeah.
So it was this year.
Because I want to give it Valorant just be like
Yeah,
just
it's a
to
game
be,
I play.
yeah, but like it's not enough maps. I'm sorry.
No.
No, I love the game, even with that in mind. Well, I mean, like, Warzone only has one map.
Yeah, it was a huge map. It's a big map.
It's like 40 maps. I think that was a good talk on that subject, but I think we can actually head forward. I don't think there's anything. 'Cause, like, none of us are going to change our opinions, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Like I said,
I don't
I
think
think
any of us were trying to.
I think they are probably having a conversation right now. Whoever's in charge of it, I want to think it's just Jeff Keighley in one big room alone,
He's like
talking to himself.
Well, Jeff, what should we do? And he's like looking at mirrors.
On Donkey, did you see what he was doing recently?
No, I haven't
The
seen
experiment he's running.
No.
So like he
I
put
haven't
out
seen
a
a donkey video in years, by the way.
He put out a video like 2 weeks ago or something that was like, I'm done making good videos, as in like those video essays, and like he's like Markiplier, like not to like rag on him, but he was like all these good YouTubers like Nakey Jakey and him was like on it, and it showed his sub levels and they were like kind of there, and then Markiplier was just like up there, and he's like, this is because like he just puts out videos constantly and they don't have to be necessarily good content. They just have to be content.
Yep.
So he's like, so I'm releasing this schedule and it's all of this bullshit videos. And then he just started doing that. And he's like posting on Twitter all of these analytics that was like, YouTube's like, your views are like up by like 500%. Keep doing what you're doing. And he's like, this is literally the problem with YouTube.
Yep.
It's pretty interesting that he's doing that, I think.
Oh yeah, because I not like again not to shit on Markiplier, but like a lot of his videos I just look at and go, wow, what a fucking like clickbaity title.
Yeah.
And like whatever, because fuck it, I Darius doesn't know this dude, so I'm just gonna read off a couple of the ones that I saw this week, right?
Yeah, I don't really watch Markiplier, and I didn't want it to sound like Donkey or I was ragging on him, but he was just like using him or like a huge channel as like an example.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but he's got a video here 2 weeks ago. I have a confession to make, and it's just him in the front, and like it's obviously not bad because he's still making videos,
but millions of views on it, I bet.
Yep, and it's he does that every once in a while, and it's just like, yep, all right, so, but yeah, I don't know, it's whatever, it is what it is. I should watch more Donkey. He's a pretty funny dude.
Yeah, Donkey's pretty good. He's got a good head on his shoulders, as much as like a meme person he is.
Right. So Evil Dead the game got announced, and that was a weird fucking pick. It looks like a fun, dumb...
Was it third person?
Yeah. It's just like a weird, dumb fight the zombies bullshit with friends. The trailer was cool, and I was like...
Oh, it's multiplayer?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
Was it from the people from the series?
Yeah. So, like, it's literally just beat the shit out of people as the people from the show. And it's like, okay, that could be...
It's a warrior game, but with Evil Dead characters.
I'd play that. I love Ash too much. So that's cool. It's neat. I didn't even see this shit.
It's just a dragon game.
Okay, then I'm not even gonna fucking talk about it.
you fly on dragon, you shoot stuff. This looks cool.
Yeah, they showed this off at the Sony event.
Yeah.
This year?
Their E3 event,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. That Returnal game.
Like live, die, repeat type game.
It's basically an expensive third-person roguelike, which I want to see more AAA roguelikes. Noah and I were talking about that. Like, give me a roguelike with a budget.
I still haven't played a roguelike.
You haven't?
No.
None?
No, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but
you should play Hades.
I just haven't played it.
You might like Hades.
Yeah, it's a VN and like a roguelite.
Yeah, it's cool. It's basically a game I mean, you know what a roguelike is. I don't need to fucking explain them. But yeah, Returnal looks cool. Dan and I were talking, and he's like, "I fucking hate this name," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, we need more
Stupid names.
Yeah, because she's eternally coming back, and she has to return to the same spot. It's just like Revengeance.
Yeah.
Give us more stupid titles.
Give us more Revengeance.
Right? Like, if you have to make up words, fuck it. I'll love you for it. Like, God, that's why things like the difference between The Evil Within, which is what we got in America, and its Japanese name of Psycho Break. That is fucking amazing. Give us stupid bullshit. Like,
I missed Evil Within.
have fun with it. Yeah, I didn't beat the first one.
Really?
Yeah, I got like an hour in, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. It also probably doesn't help that I was an idiot and fully upgraded my melee attack, because I'm like, oh yeah, I like playing these games without using stuff.
Not health?
No. And here's the thing. Even at max melee, it still takes like 10 hits to kill an enemy. So I'm like, why was melee even an upgrade?
Yeah, that was
like,
I wouldn't have done that.
well, like, think about how I play games, though, right? I use the basic pistol, and I kill everything with the pistol.
Yeah.
And I save all my resources so that I can buy cool things. And that game is like, ha, if you try to do that, you're fucked. And I didn't realize it. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't dislike the game. I just played wrong and never found an opportunity to go back.
It was a good game. I miss it.
Yeah. Super Meat Boy Forever comes out in like 2 weeks, which is like, cool. Super Meat Boy's fun. It looks like they just added a whole lot of features to Super Meat Boy.
That's what you want, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's not a negative. Give me more of that Super Meat Boy. Fall Guys has a 3rd season coming out. Cool. I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
Yakuza coming out on PC.
Nice.
All of them, right?
Yep, all of them except for the ones that aren't actually released yet. Like Kenzan Edition.
Oh, okay.
So
is
yeah.
Kenzan the PSP one?
No, those I don't remember what those ones are actually called. But Kenzan Edition are the 2 previous ones.
Oh, is that the samurai ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trisha told me those are like 200 years difference between Kenzan Edition.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, fuck me.
Have you played the PSP ones?
No. I'm sure they're fine. Apparently the stories are fucking.
Does it have anything to do with Kiryu?
Nope.
Is it in Kamurocho?
Yep.
Are you just playing as a teenager?
Yeah.
I thought about Noah when I saw this game.
Yeah. Why?
Because you're a furry. That's why.
Furry.
Darius making this fucking joke all the time.
Yeah, I thought about Noah. I was like, yeah, Noah's going to like this.
I don't even know if I saw it.
It's actually, I'm just going to play a little bit of it. It just starts off with a couple of fucking animals, and it's like, oh, big old animals. And then it's a side-scrolling, like, combo game with, like, a bunch of cool abilities.
Sure.
So it actually looks cool. I might pick it up.
Neat.
Evil West looks cool as shit.
Oh, yeah?
It was just a cinematic, though. I didn't see any...
Yeah, but that's okay.
I can't tell if it's first person or third person.
Yeah, it could go either way. It honestly reminds me of, like, Dark Watch. If you didn't see the trailer, Noah, it's literally nothing. It's just not Van Helsing rolling around with a bunch of cool gear, fucking enemies up.
James, did you ever play
to be a Western Dante?
Dark Watch?
No, did you ever play this game called Jericho?
Dude, I for a second I thought it was Jericho, and then because in the beginning, but then I also thought it was that Call of Juarez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, is this a new Call of Juarez? I'm down for a new Call of Juarez.
Did you play Jericho?
Yeah.
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 it ended on a cliffhanger,
It
dude.
sure did. But yeah, like it looks cool. Like it's just when the monsters started showing up, I was like, this isn't Call of Juarez. And then Dan and I were convinced it was a new Van Helsing.
Yeah.
And then it was like Evil West, and I'm like, that's not Van Helsing.
New IP is always cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I respect their gumption.
Yeah, I hope it's third person.
Yeah, I'll play it no matter what, probably, because it just looks fucking cool as shit. Ruined King is the single player League of Legends game, and I don't care.
That was made by Syndicate, which made Battle Chasers.
I fucking knew it,
Yep.
because you were gone. Playing WoW, but I was like, damn, this looks exactly like a game, and I couldn't remember Battle Chasers to save my life.
Oh yeah,
because he's like, I don't even know what type of game this is gonna be like, and I'm like, look up.
Yeah, it's RTS.
Yeah, I'm like, look up Battle Chasers, and it's
not RTS. What am I fucking retarded? Turn-based.
Turn-based.
That's what I meant.
But no, like it looks cool, but I would have rather had an action, like a character action game. Strikes me as better for a single player league game.
Sure. They're developing shit like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I'm interested in the lore of the world of League of Legends.
Yeah, their characters are cool as shit.
Yeah, and I love the cinematics. Whenever Riot puts one out, like I still think
Yeah.
Echo's one of my favorite.
Oh, Echoes is fantastic. So good.
But,
Have
like-
you seen that?
Echo. From,
Echo's a character in League of Legends. He had a
I
trailer
know
when he was
nothing about
released.
League of Legends,
Did,
dude.
did you watch a
Oh,
trailer?
is that the black kid with the
yeah,
time
with the
stuff?
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cinematic's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that was kind of the start of their good cinematics.
Yeah.
Because their style kind of stayed consistent after that point. And their cinematic styles have been wildly different throughout the years, and they've been all bad.
Is League of Legends right? Is that the right?
Riot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I heard?
I heard right.
Yep, and I was
Yeah.
like, they might be. Not their work practices.
You see they're making a fighting game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the guys who did that one fucking fighting game. It's like, it was like with robots and shit.
Got it.
I forgot what it was called.
I know exactly what.
Real Steel, the video game.
I wanted to say Real Steel, but I'm like, that's absolutely incorrect.
They made a video game.
They
I think
did.
it, I think
They
it had
sure
like
did.
Thunder in the name.
Yeah.
Rising
it's-
Thunder.
I think it might be Rising Thunder. It's the one where there are no inputs.
Yeah,
and
but there's
all of your-
cooldowns.
Exactly. The best friends play it for a fisticuffs, and it actually looks pretty cool because it just opens up the gate for fighting games for people who can't.
Yeah, lower
Or-
barrier to entry.
Exactly.
Who looks at it, control? Who's playing a fighting game and says, "What are face buttons?"
Exactly. Don't worry, buddy. We still love you. Elder Scrolls Online gets an expansion. They're going to Oblivion, which I'm still amazed that Elder Scrolls Online exists. Because Trish and I played that in like 2012 a little bit and then stopped.
Was it
and
fun?
It's like, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's an MMO.
My
That's,
uncle
not
apparently
as
was
great.
super huge into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the same downfalls that like all of them have. You know, like all like weird third person, like we're not an MMO has.
Sure.
So it's just like, okay. Warframe has new like Unreal Tournament stuff coming out. Like some of the guns from Unreal Tournament and Quake are gonna be in Warframe. That's it. It's whatever.
Cool.
The one really good thing, Darius, that you were even talking about wanting to play it. Crimson Desert.
Ooh,
Crimson Desert looked cool.
it looks fucking amazing. That's the thing I'm most excited about, man.
It's I think you were still watching at that point, or no, you were listening to us, but you weren't playing or watching it. It's a single player game made by the people who made Black Desert. So they just
Okay.
took the combat of Black Desert and they're like, let's make a game that you don't have to play.
Dude,
combat of
it
this
literally just looks like Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I
Game of
may have
Thrones,
seen
AAA
that
Game of
thing.
Thrones game.
It
Show them some of the combat, just like turn the sound off.
I mean, it sounds weak. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, I was watching it, the trailer. I was like, okay, this is cool. And then they start showing the combat. I was like, okay, I'm into this. And
Oh, yeah,
as
I
they were
remember
showing the
this.
combat, I was like,
You say you remember this?
Yeah, I remember it like panning through the.
Yeah. So I'll go to the
Yeah.
combat.
and I was like looking at the combat. I was like, okay, this is cool. Show me some monsters though.
Yeah.
You know, give me something interesting. And then they show some monsters.
Yep.
Nice.
And
And I'm
shows the
like,
dragons
I'm
and
like,
stuff.
this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Just, I'm down.
Yeah. So this is like I was telling Darius because he had no idea. I'm like, this is how Black Desert plays.
Yeah.
Like it totally plays like this, and you can set up combos and everything. But it's an MMO, so I lost interest pretty quick because I know that I don't matter. And-
Unless you devote your life to it.
Exactly. But yeah, dude, Black Desert has loads of cool shit you can do. Like you can throw monsters. Like you can whip your fucking sword at people and then like run up and grab it is like part of its move. And like
Wow.
it's fucking Black Desert has loads of cool shit.
Yeah.
And that character creator is top notch, 10 out of 10. I'm honestly super excited about getting games from countries that don't make games that come over here. You know, like I'm super excited about this Korean game devs having their games come over here, or that Chinese company that's making that Goku game, like
Yeah.
the Son Goku or whatever.
I don't
the monkey
believe it's
game.
gonna look as good as they show.
I mean, Black Desert looks like this.
Yeah. I mean, they showed gameplay of the Goku one too.
Yeah. Desert. Combat. Fuck it. Yeah, man. Like, Black Desert's an MMO that looks like this.
Wow.
And there are loads of players on screen at once.
No, I meant the Son
shit.
Goku game.
Oh, got it.
I'm like, I don't know, something. I don't think it's gonna be as good as they're trying to make it out to be.
I don't even know if it'll come out.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like we have a fucking date or anything.
Yeah, I wish that wasn't an MMO, but I guess I'm getting that now. So.
Yeah, what? You're getting Black Desert now?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm willing to hop back in and try.
I don't want to play MMO. I have no.
You just
desire.
said you were gonna play it. Fuck you.
No, Crimson Desert.
Oh, I
he
said Black
that
Desert,
he's
and then you
getting
said yeah.
what he wanted. The
Yeah,
single-player
as in-
video experience.
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
yeah. I have no interest in playing an MMO.
No, yeah. But I mean, it's cool. Good job, Crimson Desert. You're what I wanted out of Black Desert as well. And then Nintendo didn't show dick all nothing, except they did show off Ghosts and Goblins, a
That's
remake
true.
on Switch.
Is
Which
that
looks
Nintendo
neat.
or is that just Capcom?
It's Capcom, but it's coming to Switch only. Looks like so.
Where's that Nintendo
Wow.
stuff, dude?
Next year.
Dude, did you see? You didn't watch the Game Awards? You just watched all the trailers, right?
Yeah.
They fucking showed off, and they were just like, "Hey, here's good job, indie games, good job." And it showed off a bunch of indie games, but it said like it had Nintendo, and the Nintendo logo came up, and it made the Switch noise, and then it showed off indie games, and then that was the end. And everyone's like, "You don't take credit for those. Why did you put your Nintendo logo in front of all these games you didn't make at all?" Okay, sure. And then they were like, "Nintendo Switch, ding, yeah!" And it was the please buy Super Mario 3D World for Switch when it comes out in a couple months.
Nice.
And we looked at it and we're like, are you really not going to show us? You're going to show us ads for games that aren't out yet, but not show us anything new? And then the last thing that they did was that Ghosts and Goblins, and I was like, oh, this isn't yours. Why are you showing me this?
Is it a new game or just a remaster?
It's a remaster of, but it's cool because it's in like a storybook style.
Yeah.
So like it actually has a really like good.
It
visual.
has like puppeteer animation.
The
looking
game's supposed
stuff.
to be hard as fuck.
It sure
Yeah.
is. I played it on the remake on PSP, and that did not make it easier.
They'll definitely add an easy mode.
Oh, probably. I think legitimately what they might add is what they've been adding in a lot of games like this. They'll add a hold down button to go backwards 15 seconds.
Oh.
You know,
Sure.
or like 20, or just
With
to
a
be like,
remaster, I don't know.
why not?
With like the emulated games, for sure, but I don't know.
Well, it's not like it visually would
Well,
stop them from doing it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it's not like saving your position 15 seconds ago and the would be
sure.
like difficult for that game. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's nice. It's cool. It's fucking Nintendo doesn't show anything. It's just that's Nintendo. It's the law of this land.
Is that it for the games?
That's it for the games. So I don't know what you guys want to talk about.
Cyberpunk came out.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about
Yeah,
Cyberpunk.
I'm gonna play it, so don't go too far.
Yeah, James
into
said
it.
that you downloaded it here.
Yeah, I told him as long as he doesn't say like story spoilers, he should be good talking about pretty much like the gameplay stuff. I don't think you care about that much.
I mean, I pretty much get it.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything new, right? Like, it's just first-person shooter.
Yeah, more or less. The game kind of feels like Fallout, but it takes place in like a GTA style overworld.
Okay,
If that
I
makes
like
sense.
both those games.
Yeah, the combat's better than in Fallout, obviously.
Yeah, you fucking
It's
better
not
be.
hard to beat.
Stealth
It's
is-
not hard to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, the most similar thing the combat's like, I would say, is like Fallout.
Do headshots kill on regular ass enemies?
Not one shot.
God damn.
There's like RPG numbers, which kind of sucks, especially for stealth. But you get things that like help you out. Like silencers add like 2 times damage if you're in stealth, stuff like that.
Have you met Keanu yet?
Yeah,
Nice. Is
you
he,
get him pretty early.
Is he cool? Is he as cool as they make him out to be?
Initially, he fucking hates you. You do get to play as him once. There's like a memory segment where you get to play as
the
him.
brain dive?
At the point of the story when you get him, that's when you play as him.
Got it. Okay. So it's just
But,
something cool.
Yeah, it's like a memory of his, I guess, how he got to where he is right now. But as you're playing as him, he has a fucking pistol that just one-shots people.
So they made
Yeah,
Keanu strong.
his melee too is he hits the gun and a fucking fire shockwave comes out of it.
What the fuck?
It's super fucking red.
What background did you pick?
I went corpo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one's Caramel?
From what I've seen, it doesn't matter a whole lot. The dialogue options are certainly cool, but like the beginning, I think it only impacts like the first 30 minutes.
How's it?
Intro.
I'm sorry.
Which one's
continue.
Corpo? Sorry.
Corpo is
Corporate.
the corporate.
Got it. I thought it was, but I
Yeah,
wanted to
Corpo,
make sure.
Nomad, and Street Kid are your options.
What
If
do you
it
think
wasn't
you're gonna
Corpo, I was gonna go Street Kid.
What are you gonna pick, Darius?
Street Kid.
Street Kid.
I think Street Kid's a good option. Jackie's a really cool character. And
That's
I
the guy
think
in the
you're
trailer,
close-
right?
Yeah, he's your best friend. And I think he gets more time to shine in Street Kid, or at least you have like a better connection with him. Because in Corpo, he's just like an old friend.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because he's always joined up with
Yeah.
Street Kid. Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
Fair.
I would imagine that if you're a Street Kid, you'd be like together more. But you kind of just bring him on a heist in Corpo.
That's fair. Hey, I know this guy.
Yeah. He's like, this is my best friend from back in the day. Let's do a heist.
Yeah. Can you shoot a gun? Sure.
Are you getting any glitches?
Yeah, a few.
Anything like too bad? Is your dick
the-
hanging out?
That's what I asked him first.
No, I haven't gotten that yet. I've had like minor ones with like T-posing and shit like that, but that's like whatever, who cares.
Yeah.
The worst one that I had was, I didn't tell you this, but it's the same
Oh, is what you
it's
told
the same
me?
enemy type, but I didn't tell you this one. But I was fighting a cyber psycho, which is just like a mid boss kind of thing that you can go do. And when I was fighting her, she like glitched into stairs, but I had a sniper rifle that could shoot through walls, so I could still kill her. But when I killed her, her body was still under the stairs, so I couldn't loot her.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like reloading didn't help unless I like went all the way back.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That would take me right the fuck out of the thing.
yeah.
That stopped my playthrough of Borderlands pre-sequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a quest that I literally couldn't complete because it's like a standoff between 3 people, and you're supposed to just help one of them. It doesn't matter who.
Sure.
And I went there. All 3 of them aggroed on me. I killed them all. Nothing happened. I reloaded the area, and then their floating heads were there, and I couldn't deal damage to them.
Oh,
And I was
shit.
like, really? Okay.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah. I will say I don't think she dropped anything important. I think it was blue, so it was like a higher rarity, but I think it was just a gun.
Okay.
So it's like whatever.
In an hour and a half, I'll have a better
Yeah,
gun.
exactly.
In 20 minutes, I'll have a better gun.
I will say, like, fuck, dude. Like, money's hard to get. Like, fuck.
I kind of like when games do that.
Oh yeah, like it feels like there's like a wall that I have to like climb over.
Yeah.
Like constantly, which I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing right now. Cause like, I mean, I'll probably find better ways to earn money, but like, 15 grand is like a lot of money in that game.
Shit, 15 grand's a lot of money.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know. It doesn't sound like it would be a lot, but like in that game, it kind of is.
That's cool because it makes it kind of feel like realistic.
Yeah.
Because I know in like GTA,
Dude, you're rocking 2 mil by
Yeah,
like
right.
hour 1.
you get money,
Yeah,
but
how many story missions do I have to do to get 20 million, right?
Exactly.
But like in this game, it's definitely slower.
in France Ishitaro or Ringo.
Oh, Ringo Ishikawa.
Yeah, I'm like playing that here and there, and getting money is super hard because you're a teenager
Yeah.
and you don't have a job, and you have to eat. And right now, the only way I know how to get money is to beat up kids and steal it.
Yeah.
And it's like I've never had this feeling before because like usually RPG I'll just fight some shit and just like grind out whatever, but it really puts you in like his shoes of like I am just a kid trying to survive, and if I have to beat up kids to survive, this is what I gotta do. And it's very good at doing that, which most games don't do that. Most games they hand out money like it's fucking leaves.
Yeah. The cool thing about Ringo too is that the story is so personal that you kind of feel bad about taking the other kid's money.
Yeah,
it's like they're in a similar situation, and they're
yeah.
dropping you like 20 cents and like $1.50 maybe.
It's not that much.
And you're like, oh god, I'm
Like-
literally taking their fucking like pocket change that they're gonna use to buy a fucking like soda later.
Yeah,
Like,
it really makes me feel like I don't want to be a piece of shit, but I have to be a piece of shit, which is like real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the game does that very well. So you're telling me that Cyberpunk, it's hard to get money.
Yeah, I'll say like there's a story mission that like some chick was selling me information, and she's like, "Come back when you have $15,000," and I didn't have it, and I was like, there was like a feeling in my chest, and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna earn this money?
Good. I want that.
And like I did like end up like just spending hours just like grinding out like weird side missions that I'd find on the map. But like I was trying to earn a new OS chip for myself because quick hacks in that game. I'm trying to go
OS?
Operating system.
And what does that do for you?
Yeah. So
No, I'm saying what does that do for the character?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So those OS chips have like slots and buffs on it, and the one that you get only has like 2. And I'm trying to do like a hacking thing for my character, and you get things called quick hacks. So like when you hit tab, I'm playing on keyboard, but you scan, and when you scan somebody, you can like hack them to make your RAM, like it costs less RAM to use these quick hacks.
Okay.
And you can like blind them, you can force them to stand still, you can turn off their guns, you can set them on fire.
Gotta be honest, Noah, you've done a really good job just with that fucking sentence of making me want to actually play this fucking game.
Is
Like,
anyone
100%?
Have you ran into anybody who's 100% just human, or is everybody? Is it like Ghost in the Shell where?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. There's like real life people in this game. I don't know how aware you are of that, but like streamers and shit like that. But there's like this one guy that like when I saw him in game, I had no idea who he was, but I'm like, this has to be like a real person. Because like his voice acting was like a little too good or like a little too clear, you know, to just be like some random guy. And he was like preaching about like tinfoil hat shit.
Nice.
But that guy seems like a guy who wouldn't have any cybernetics because he was definitely against all of that shit. So maybe. But I don't think they've ever made a point to be like, this person doesn't have any cybernetics.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Ghost in the Shell?
No.
Ooh.
Like clips or like vaguely when I was a kid and watching Adult Swim. Sometimes I'd probably catch it, but I've never like watched it.
I kind of feel like that's like the world they're trying to make.
Absolutely.
Which is like a super cool world. And that's one of the reasons I want to play it.
It's definitely deep, and like on the thing of lore, I'm picking up things constantly that's just like hit Z to retext, and there's like these little like chips that you can find everywhere that's just lore.
Nice.
And like every computer that you can go into has like emails, like 4 or 5 emails that you can read, and it's like I want to read this, but it's like I also want to play the fucking game.
Right. No, I feel you.
But about the RAM Dex thing, I was trying to like upgrade it, and like one that I wanted was like 25 grand. And like the RAM deck that I had only had 2 quick hack slots, so I could only do 2 extra things when hacking people. So it was like I need this if I want my character to be like that, but it was like I had to earn so much fucking money to get it. And I think the new one I have has like 5 slots on it or something.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a fucking buff.
Mm-hmm. I will say, sorry, but for like the human cybernetic stuff, the cyber psychos that I was talking about are people who like put too much cyberware in themselves and they just turn crazy. So there's definitely like at least a touch of like a human versus cybernetics. I'm only 20 hours in, and I've barely done anything.
Yeah.
So they could completely go into it more, but
can you hit tab on it to try to hack people anywhere? Like, can you hack civilians if you feel like it? Or is it
not
only
civilians?
On enemies?
Only enemies you can kind of quick hack. So there's the scanning. You can scan anybody and it'll give them like a name or something.
Okay.
But for like enemies, you need like LOS. You also get like a ping ability super early. I think it's one that they require you to get. That's like you can like scan like an air conditioner and then you can ping it and it'll ping all of the enemies attached to it and like show you through walls where they are.
Oh, neat.
So that's super cool.
I was wondering what would happen if you tried to ping that preacher guy to see if he had cybernetics.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, if you pinged and it would show everybody that was there, but it didn't show him. And then it's like, oh, he's human. Like,
yeah. It's got to be enemies.
Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure.
But stealth's also pretty fun. Stealth also, like, it doesn't feel like... It feels like natural stealth.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't feel like they completely designed areas to be stealthed in, but you can definitely stealth them.
Yeah.
So it's
You have to work at it.
Right. So it's not like, oh, I obviously have to take care of this guy first, and then it's this guy, and then it's this guy. It's like, how am I gonna like distract? I don't know. There's like more thought into the stealth, I guess.
Yeah, it's not Fallout stealth of I crouched and I start shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. If you get seen, you're kind of seen, unless you kind of just leave the area.
Yeah.
How's the difficulty of the game?
I'm playing on hard, and I've died quite a lot.
Out of how many difficulties?
4.
Okay. Is that number 3?
Yes.
It's hard? Okay. That gives
Yeah,
you a good
I
idea.
I wanted
of,
like I'm decent at video games, so it's like I wanted a challenge.
You're not decent. No, you're. I've seen. You saved our ass in Valorant. How many times? You're above decent.
Thank you, but yeah, like I wanted a challenge, but I didn't want to like kill myself.
Right.
So yeah, I went with hard.
Okay.
And like I've died quite a lot, and there's definitely areas in the game where it's like you're too low level. So.
And you're like, righto.
Yeah.
So you said like if the city feels like GTA, where how you maneuver.
You can kind of just like go around and do whatever. I will say like my fucking car got totaled, and that fucking sucks.
Hold on. You have like a set car that you could get totaled.
So like your
you
car,
can-
so V's car,
Yeah.
I totaled, but you can buy extra cars and stuff like that.
So are you just ass out now?
Yes, until it's fixed. So I will say that
You can't just steal the vice car.
you can steal somebody's car, but you can't keep that car.
Why?
It's not your car.
It's what they decided on. Like you can buy new cars, but if you steal a car, you can't keep that car.
I bet it's something where like they wanted the world to feel real.
Yeah, they definitely
so, like,
wanted
the
to gate
cops
it.
Find that fucking car.
Sure. They definitely probably wanted to gate it too, so it's not like you can just
Can you
steal
fix-
a super high end car.
Cause so when you say totaled, you mean you couldn't afford to get it? You can't afford to get it fixed, or is it just
So
gone?
it happens in a mission. I think it's a side mission, but currently the status on that side mission for me is wait for the car to be repaired, and it's been like that since Thursday.
So how are you getting around? The
I-
bus?
No, I generally run everywhere, but like if I want to like go through the city, I actually do have a bike that I got.
Can you call
It's kind of
Ubers?
it's kind of a spoiler.
Is
so
there
I
like
don't
a
wanna talk
taxi
about it.
service?
Well,
Not that I'm aware of.
there might
There-
be a
there's-
tram service.
There's definitely there's waypoints and you can fast travel.
Because there's also that promotional image that had V sitting on the fucking train all
Sure.
bummed out with all the people around him, and it's like
It's possible. I haven't done anything like that.
How's
though.
the writing so far with the characters?
I think it's pretty good. They definitely, at least in the first few hours of the game, they lean heavy into the RP,
nice.
like super heavy into the RP.
Good.
Like there's definitely moments where it's like you're not technically doing anything, but like your character's doing something. Like when I was in Corpo, it was like you need to go to this bar, so I got into like a luxury vehicle, and then like he picked up some like champagne and started drinking it, and it's like I didn't need that, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's good for the people who want to feel like
If you're definitely into like heavy RP like that, then that's definitely something that's good.
Bro, I'm super excited about getting all this lore and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever play the 2 new Deus Ex games?
No, I haven't played any.
Bro,
I played the first one.
then you kind of know what I'm talking about. There are so many magazines that you can pick up where it talks about things like, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. A girl with augments won at the Grammys, and they were like, should she win? She literally can sing any note. Is that fair? Like, that's like, what do you do in a society where that's possible?
Yeah, when
And,
there's
like,
no skill ceiling anymore.
Exactly. And like there you read another thing where it's like all sports teams are allowed to have one augmented member, and that's
only
just
one.
and only one. And if you're fine, and like having an aug when you're not supposed to is the new steroids, where it's like, yo, motherfucker.
Wow.
And it also you'd really love the Deus Ex games now.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of exactly what this is. And like,
Were you one of those people in Fallout where you read every email, like all the like logs? Yeah.
every single one of them.
I don't know why, I just can't bring myself to do it.
It's fair, dude. In Fallout, it's hard because
Oh,
those
yeah.
monitors suck.
That's true.
And like some of them are like, I'm super tiny for no reason, and I'm like, thanks Bethesda, you're a cock. But no, yeah, I when I play that, Trisha and I are gonna read we both do that. We read everything because we care, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying that you don't, but
Right,
like,
right.
You know.
Yeah, I'm too monkey brain. I just want to shoot things.
in Deus Ex as well. They like the classism is a huge thing. Because like augments are fairly cheap, like they're expensive.
Yeah.
But what's expensive is that most people reject them, and like their bodies will reject them unless
so
they
you need
take
a body type.
Well, there's a drug you can take that allows your body not to reject it, but that is getting prohibitively expensive. And the reason Adam Jensen, the main character, is like crazy is he doesn't need it. His body is just it will take augments. And like he will never reject them.
He's the 1%.
Exactly. Yeah. And the scientist who made that drug did it based on him. And it's like it's fucking fantastic. But one of the things too is like you get into the seedy underbelly because like in China there's a part, it's like the first thing you do in China because you land on the fucking house of this building is there are prostitutes, and the pimps of those prostitutes are forcing their prostitutes to get augments to like provide better services. And so it's like you can't work, you can't make money unless you get this augment. Now I control the drug that you need so you don't like die from your augments. And it's like, holy shit. Like that's even more fucked than normal prostitution. And it's like, the story of all that is like, and that's like kind of a side quest. And it's like, holy shit. So if you really like Cyberpunk, you might want to pick out the next time they go on sale, Mankind Divided and Human Revolution. I think you'd really like those. For sure. Because they also have those like unique maps where it's like you can stealth, and like every single level has like 5 different ways you can get through the level. And every quest has like 3 ways you can do it. So like the first quest you do, sorry, I hijacked this because I want to know. No, not a lot of people play these games. The first guy you come up to, you can like either kill him, lose, and the game continues, like if you fuck up what you're trying to stop him from doing, or you can talk him out of it, and if you talk him out of it properly, you save like certain people, and he will also come back later.
Is that to do with holding hostages?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like super like holy shit, because you can like, it's basically like, bro, you're getting fucked. I have the evidence that you're getting fucked. I don't want to kill you. I don't want you to go to jail. You're like, you got manipulated. And he's like, motherfucker. Oh, fuck. I got to get out of here. And Jensen's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Like,
there's a quest kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's not exactly the same. And that one sounds definitely cooler. But there was a side quest where you were given a hit contract, but the person who gave it to you was like, yeah, the person that you're going to be hitting is actually a good cop and a good person, and the only reason why that she has a hit on her is because what she's investigating fucks over her bad cop buddies, so they're trying to kill her, and they're like, you can kill her if you want, but she's a good person and you don't have to.
Yeah, or you can samurai jack it, where you fucking put the old man on the boat to get out.
Yeah. So you're like, so you can either just kill her, or you can be like, yeah, people want you dead, it's your friends of the cops, it's not worth it, just give it up. And she's like, yeah, fuck this job, fuck this city, I'm out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God, dude, stop. I don't want to fucking play this.
Does V have a voice? Or is he silent?
There's only 2 voices. So you only get a female voice and a male voice. So what V sounds like is what your character
Okay, I was just wondering, like, if I hate silent protagonists.
No, he talks a lot.
All right, cool. Dope. So how's his personality?
I was going to look something up and I completely fucking lost it.
It's dependent on, like, your stuff that you pick. I think Corpo's, like, neutral evil. So if you pick corpo lines, it's generally more assholey. Like, there's one where, like, I think it's in the starting area when you're going through, like, his corpo, like, first half hour or whatever, is that, like, some worker, like a receptionist or something, like, does something incorrect, and then his corpo line was just straight asshole. Like, fuck you, you're supposed to be doing this better or whatever. But, yeah, it's definitely just
how big did you make your dick?
Yeah, did you pick dick 1 or 2?
My brother actually bought me this, and he was like, give him the biggest dick you can. So I did.
Oh, you gotta watch out, Noah. Your dick might pop out your pants.
Yeah, it's just probably gonna happen to you, dude.
You could actually remove his pants in the character screen. It'll just show his dick.
Yep.
I think you can turn off nudity, too.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
Like, there's a selection where, like, I think if you choose none, maybe none or something, but it definitely seemed like there was a way to turn it off.
All right, cool. I can't wait to play this.
Yeah, I might pick it up on PC. I might just wait for the actual PS5 version to come out and play with Trisha.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the PS4 is not the way to go.
No.
Yeah, I was looking at like the comparisons because I was like going back and forth a little bit of like if I wanted this game, and I was telling James, I was like, oh shit, the reviews are out. It was an IGN review. I clicked on it, and you know how you show ads on YouTube first.
Yeah.
And the ad was a fucking Cyberpunk ad. And I was like, I can't trust them. But I was like going a little bit back and forth if I wanted this game, and I was looking at the comparisons with everything.
Yeah, because he just as a like clarification thing, Darius didn't look up anything or hear about anything that was happening this week until I told him at work on Thursday, and I was like.
But the PC version looks fine, and then like I had to like come to a realization of myself. I was like, Darius, you played Deadly Premonition. You don't care about graphics. You don't care about glitches. You just want to play a cool game. So,
because I don't know about you, Darius, but Deadly Prem 2 is one of my favorite games of 2020.
Really?
Absolutely. The story is fun.
Yeah.
The game sucks. That bowling mini game, when I was doing the footage today for that bowling mini game, the fuck out of here. That thing is shit. Like, bro, it's so laggy. How is a bowling mini game laggy?
So yeah, I most definitely. I was like, yeah, just play it if you want to fucking play it, because I don't care about the graphics.
Yeah,
sure.
Or how it runs. Because if you play Deadly Premonition, you don't care. You just want to play a good game.
It's true.
But is Deadly Premonition good?
Huh?
But is Deadly Premonition too good?
The story's good.
Yes.
All right.
I'd say yes.
It's an interesting experience, and the story's good.
Then
Yeah. Oh, dude, the story's worth it. But you do have to go through some shit.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 points when we came up to a dude in a car and we're like, oh, let's follow him. And the dude in the car was standing above his car as the car was driving. And we're like,
nice.
Is that happening?
And that's only Deadly Prem 2.
Yeah.
Deadly Prem 1, you saw the glitch in Deadly Prem 1.
Holy shit.
I think player choice is pretty big in Cyberpunk 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like obviously once something happens, like you don't know if you would have been locked out of that if you had made a different decision.
Right.
Like
Deus Ex is exactly the same.
Okay. But like I received like my new vehicle in a way that it seemed like it was because I asked somebody to come with me, and like I could have totally not brought that person. And if I didn't, I feel like I probably wouldn't have gotten this vehicle.
And that's the one you were talking about that you didn't want to like spoil anything.
Yeah.
Got it.
I know, and the one thing I liked about The Witcher 3 the most was like how unique the side quests felt. They didn't feel like your standard as go kill this guy side quest.
Get me 5 pelts.
Did the side quests in here, do they feel unique or like?
So right now, not really. I've heard that the side quests are amazing, and that's like a big pull of the game, is that the campaign's kind of short, but the side quests are really good. The ones that I have been doing are kind of like standard-ish in the way that like the hit that I had to do. I think that was the first hit, so it could be different, but
that still sounds like a very interesting hit, though.
Yeah, like the stories in those side quests are kind of good, but like I don't think mechanically they're distinct, I guess.
Okay. Then it sounds like Darius will like them.
These side quests are kind of connected, so there are people in the game called fixers. I think it's from like the tabletop version, but like they're people who give quests basically.
Okay.
They're people who have like jobs and they give them out. And each area has its own fixer, so you're constantly talking to that person about new jobs and stuff. So they're kind of vaguely connected.
Okay, cool.
There's this one side quest. I had to rescue a person, apparently. And the backstory of this person was literally, I don't know if you've seen it, but in The Office, there was a sketch they did where there was like this heart surgeon who like had to escape from Japan because he accidentally killed a Yakuza boss.
Yeah.
But it was literally that, but he was just a brain surgeon.
Nice. Nice.
He was like best in Japan, number one surgeon, steady hands, and it was literally like almost word for word.
Wow,
that's great. That is a really good bit in The Office. It was not accident.
Yeah. And you get a katana called the Scalpel for that mission.
Nice.
Dope.
Knife fighting's pretty neat. I don't do it much, but it seems like a viable thing you can do.
Radical. Can't wait to do my Majima run.
It was weird though. I got like a knife, like a small hand knife. It does like 300 damage, and my katanas do like 170.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Equipment does seem to be kind of hard. Oh, fucking one thing that I didn't like. Apparently rarities can drop, or they're random, because like I got a epic pistol. Okay. And I died, and I went back to where that pistol was, and it was a rare. I reloaded, and it was a rare still. I killed a cyber psycho. I got a purple weapon, and I got fucking dicked by some higher level person, and I lost that weapon. And when I killed that person again, it was a rare. I don't know if this is a glitch or a punishing mechanic, but it's very annoying.
You drop your weapons when you die?
No, because it reloaded. I didn't have that weapon anymore.
Oh, you didn't save after you got it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because I died, I had to reload.
Got it. Okay, because in my head it was GTA style of you died, the game continues, but you wake up at a hospital.
Right.
So I was like,
no.
Holy shit! I don't know if I like that.
No. I guess another thing with weapons is that there's iconic weapons, which it's actually a kind of a cool concept, but iconic weapons you can kind of upgrade to be better.
Okay.
So like there's weapons that you can just pick up off like fucking psychos or gang members and just use them until you're done, but you can upgrade iconic weapons, which are like big story related kind of pieces. So like the boss, so like there's one mission I have to like kind of covert go into Arasaka, and the CEO of Arasaka has like a pistol, and you can pick it up, and it's an iconic pistol, so you can keep upgrading it.
Okay.
Cool.
That's radical.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely digging it so far. There's so much to do, and I just don't kind of know where to begin. I still don't have like a footing of like what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. Like right now I'm wandering, but it's like I'm wandering without like a goal aside from earn money.
Okay.
Right now. It's just that I just don't know what to do, or like what I can do, I guess. And 20 hours in seems pretty good.
Yeah,
Sounds
you're
good.
gonna get a lot of playability out of that. I dig it.
Yeah.
You legitimately in one talk sold me on buying this game.
Damn.
Yep. I'm gonna wait for the PS5 version to come out, but
It's not on PS5 currently.
Nope.
Damn.
yeah, the
That's
PS4
weird.
version is out, and you get a free upgrade, and it plays on the PS5, but the actual one made for current gen is not released yet.
So
Which-
is the PS4 version on the PS5 still shit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's less shit.
I heard
But
like the
it's-
original like PS4 is shit, but I didn't hear anything about like the PS5.
Yeah.
It running on the PS5.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really heard either, but I'm sure because every game gets at least some boost. But I mean, it's still playing a game that's not made for it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I don't know. I'll wait because I don't need to play that right now.
Right.
You know, so and I don't think I could play that on my computer.
Sure.
I just don't like maybe if I brought my computer out into the living room, I'd play it on my TV. But I like sitting on my couch too much.
There's a lot in that game.
Yeah.
It's a lot to like chew into.
It's also hard to play games like that on my own.
Oh, sure.
What am I gonna do? Ignore Trisha for fucking 2 weeks? Like, hey, welcome back. It's 5:00. Well, I'm gonna cook dinner. Goodbye. Fuck. So yeah, Cyberpunk sounds great. Noah gives it a fucking 4 Psy brains out of
4 Cyberbrains out of
7.
7. I think it's a solid 8 at least.
Yeah?
So far.
Nice. And I mean that's only
It
20
can
hours
only,
in.
yeah, it can only go up. So I could go down, but that's
Yeah.
the pessimist part of me.
If your dick bug comes onto your forehead in cutscenes, you just
10
have
out of 10, baby.
dick and balls in front of your view the whole time. So yeah, I guess is that all we're talking about before getting into the Sunken Rock?
Yeah. How long what time are we at?
Don't worry about it.
Is it over
2
2:30?
hours.
Yeah.
It's over 2. Okay.
Yeah, don't
Damn.
worry about it. There is.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Go for it, dude.
Sunken Rock finale. Because this is the end of the end. No, a sword fight? He doesn't want a sword fight.
No one's gonna sword fight with you, Chad.
That's fine. Don't say no one. Never say never, Darius.
I mean, you're right. I'm sure you can pay someone to sword fight with you.
That's different. Then it's a sexual act. You know? There's a difference.
Okay. Sunken Rock. We finished it off.
Yeah.
That fight was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a scene when isn't it Rain?
The Raven guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like this frame of like Ken and him. They're like both in fighting positions.
I need you guys to know that Darius is standing and showing me the pose. That's how into it he is.
Like, they're like this, and it's drawn so well, and it looks so fucking cool.
Dude, Boichi is a fucking god.
It looks so fucking cool, but just like the way Ken has his fist, right? But yeah, so.
Did the last chapter of this have his final chapter of him talking about the work?
It was all in Japanese.
Okay. Brutal.
It was all Japanese, dude. I can't read anything.
Brutal. So yeah. By the way, it was probably in Korean.
Or Korean.
Yeah. Damn, he looks different than I expected, but also a champ.
Yeah.
You know. No, in that because the one we read ages ago was translated because it was legal. He talks about how he had like 150,000 pictures taken and like 10,000 videos shot, all for Sunken Rock, so he could use his reference and shit. Yeah. And like hearing about the levels that he went to make sure that every piece of art was exactly what he wanted is like, yes, like this dude's using reference every day.
Yeah.
But so it's pretty much the final fight between Rain and Ken. Mm-hmm. It starts off kind of weird, man. Like Rain goes into this whole thing of like, you don't know Yumi. She's a soulless, like, selfish piece of shit. She's only doing this for herself. And
don't forget too that Rain is also like, she wants to fuck me. That's the only reason she fucked you.
Yeah, and then like, there's this funny scene when Ken's like, "Oh yeah, then why'd you make your hair white?"
Yeah, he's like, "Why'd you dye your hair?"
Yeah,
dude. When he said that, because Ken's right. Rain was just trying to say that to get to Ken, but Ken's too smart.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, but also I was like, why are you saying this? She doesn't seem selfish at all. She's never seemed selfish. She like, you're just being an asshole. And then Ken fights and beats the fuck out of Rain.
Yep.
And proves that he's like him. And then
sorry, real quick. When he did the bar pit of like, yeah, well then why'd you dye your hair? I had to go back to the old chapters and I'm like, oh fuck, he did have black hair in the old chapters. He did dye it in between the parking lot and here. And it's like, oh, get fucked, dude. You got nothing.
Yeah. And then she, like, the Rain's talking. He's giving this whole big speech about, like, how terrible she is. And she's just doing all this for her. But then she does turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And shoots Ken.
It's kind of the worst, isn't it?
And it came out of fucking nowhere.
Yep.
And I was like, what?
It's honestly the worst thing about this manga. That's the pose you liked.
Yeah, that's the pose.
Yep.
That shit is so fucking, it's just so good. But yeah, it comes out of fucking nowhere. I was like trying to think to myself, did he sprinkle that in beforehand? And I don't think so.
I don't think he did. It's honestly the worst thing about this manga is that specifically.
See, I was totally okay with it, only because we don't know anything about Human.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say that Raven technically knows her better than anybody, especially the younger her, and she definitely could have been that person.
Exactly, and it's the thing of like, because that's one thing that this manga does really well is that we see everything from Ken's perspective, and that's the point. Because like, how we perceived human was how Ken perceived human.
Right.
And we were wrong. So she fooled us, and that's the point. And that's why I was like, fuck, I actually think that's actually a really good twist, is that it's like, you know, it's like she was lying to us. And why did we think that she wasn't? It's because we wanted her to be good. Fuck us. We're like, fuck. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, she shoots Ken out the window. Ken, of course.
Shiny Golden Gauntlet fan.
Yeah, he beats the shit out of Dad. But so she shoots him out the window. He falls into the ocean or whatever. But I feel like the story just declines.
Yeah.
Because I counted 4 time skips.
Are there 4?
In like the last 2 chapters.
I only remember like the last.
It goes
one.
to the 5 years after when it shows the dude with the afro, the one you just passed, I think, or something. When he's like, telling
the
story.
journalist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes back. It goes to when the Italian dude finds Ken. And he's like, I'm gonna bring you to America. Then it goes to like another time skip of when the girl with the captain hat just randomly goes to the mountains, like, yeah, I trained to be an assassin. And then it's a time skip after that because she's like, yeah, I'm the best assassin now.
Yep.
And then it goes to like, I want to say a time skip before that of Ken just being like, I took over America, I took over the world. Me and was it Benito are just taking over everything. And then he tells the girl with the captain's hat, he's like, yeah, I want you to do all this and take over Yumi's White Dragon Clan territory or something. And that takes years, so it's a time skip after that. And she actually infiltrates them. She's like, yeah, Ken told me to do all this but not kill you.
Now, I will say, when he finds Ken isn't a time skip. That's the same day.
No, I'm saying it's a time skip after he finds him.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, because he takes it to America and shit. And so she doesn't kill Yumi. She's like, I'm taking everything away from you. Ken's taking everything away from you. Deuces.
Yep.
And there's a time skip after that, 5 years later, of her just walking to Paris. And then
Ken's like, I've given you the world.
Yeah, and then he gives her everything back. And then it just ends.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he was like working up to like his next series, so he kind of had to cut it short.
I'd totally believe that. Or like somebody was like, yeah, people didn't like whatever.
Yeah.
You like it was like a Naruto situation or a Bleach situation. Finish it up in 5 chapters, and he went,
Fuck.
okay. You know, like I feel like that level of quality dip can't be his fault.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but like it's
Especially
just
with how consistent.
it's just
it
the
is,
bad stain on this
Yeah.
like great story. It kind of pissed me off. Like I was like I was so invested. And you give me time skips of like,
Here's
especially
where they are now.
Yeah, that I hated like how like we're just supposed to believe she's the best assassin in the world just because you said so.
Yeah.
Like don't give me that. Give me a full like show me how cool she is. So like show me her journey.
Yeah, then it definitely has to be like he was cut short.
It has to
that's
be.
definitely not something he would do.
I honestly, when I read this, I thought that I missed like the
like there was a skip in the actual chapter.
Yeah, I thought the website was missing chapters because I was like, no way. And did I miss on the girl who wants to fuck Ken? What's his name? Or her name?
Kaylin.
Did Kaylin, the big guy, die? Because Pickaxe is the only one. Pickaxe and Mirren are the only one with him in the end, and I don't remember them dying.
I think they did get shot during that section with Pickaxe, so they might be dead. Because like a lot of people fucking died in that section.
Yeah,
let's talk about one of my
remember.
favorite things that we kind of skipped over. When the monk dies, not the monk, the bald-headed fat dude who's now skinny.
Yeah.
And he like fucking shoots the missile, and he's like, I know what I have to do. And he jumps onto the police car that he blew up, and he just shouts out, "Long live the White Dragon," right before they gun him down to make them even more the culprit, even though he's not part of them.
Yeah.
Dude, such a good part. Because he's
Fucking
like,
G, dude.
I'm going to bury these motherfuckers with Ken. "Long live the White Dragon!" And the cops go, "I think it was the White Dragon. Fuck him." Like, and even that one girl is like, "God, he's a fucking hero." But yeah, worst 3 chapters of the end of fucking whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think these 3 chapters do well, right, is that Ken...
Is the art, and then...
Well, no.
Yeah, it's all in Japanese.
Yeah.
Or Korean, like you said.
No, it is Japanese. Weird.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
See, I knew that.
Because I know he is Korean.
I knew that.
Yeah. Oh, and then fucking Taesu fucking being like, "Hey, I'm out of jail." No, the only good thing is that Ken gave it up. Gave all of it up.
Yeah, but
he doesn't care.
Yeah, but what he's like, yeah, he gave it to Yumi because he said, "You can, like, I trust you after you lost everything and know how it is to lose everything. I trust you with it." Why? That she hasn't like shown me anything that make you trust her.
Yeah.
That made no sense, dude.
I
don't
think,
give it to her.
I think I don't remember exactly, but there's an exchange between the assassin girl and her when she's fighting. That, like, it's like if she had said anything other than that, then Ken would have just been like, "Nah, shoot her." But then it's like something that Yumin says. He's like, "Okay, that sealed it."
I mean, yeah, but actions speak louder than words, and Ken knows that.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, I mean, I think the action of not killing the assassin when she had the chance was the action, but I see what you're saying.
Like, it pissed me off, dude. Like,
yeah, he got rushed for sure.
Like,
I will say they kind of showed it off in that she might double cross him by her earrings, because her father noticed that and made it a point to show.
Yeah.
Like when they were like, I think it was like during that when they were like, "You don't know who she is," but then he looked at her ears and he was like, "I know what she's doing."
Yeah, because they made a mention of that way back in the car park when she cuts off his hand.
They did that, and literally at that last fight, they noticed it.
Because his whole line back at the car park is, "Wait, was she still wearing the earrings?" He's like,
"Then she's still mine."
Then she's still mine,
yeah.
Exactly.
It's just,
so.
it hurt, dude.
It sucks, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
It fucking hurt. And I feel like...
I'm not defending it.
Yeah. Because he made the best with what he had. You can tell. You know, it's like, it's you're halfway done with the test, and the teacher says 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And you go,
"Fuck." It's a good analogy.
Because like there is no way he planned this ending in this.
He certainly
way.
planned the cross, I think.
Yep.
But he definitely didn't. Yeah.
He had way bigger hopes for Benito.
Yeah.
There was clearly going to be a team up between
what if the next
Sun
arc
Ken and
was
the
like
Italians.
Sun Ken Rock trying to recover with the Italians and the mob?
Dude,
sick,
I wonder if it was going to be something like Sun Ken or Benito asks Ken for help because the Americans are coming into Italy, and he's like, "Ken, I need you," right? And like, there's so many better places that it could go, and we know he knew that.
That would have been sick, dude.
It's like if fucking the next chapter of Berserk is they walk in on Griffith, and Griffith goes, "I'm terribly sorry, Guts. Help me destroy the 5 God Hand," and then they kill the 5 God Hand.
It's a time skip 5 years later.
Yeah, and then they kill the 5 God Hand, and Griffith goes, "Ah, yes, we've killed the other 4," and he kneels and he goes, "Put an end to this." Whack. Berserk Finn. Like, you go, that wasn't his plan. That's not.
The last panel's an end of an eclipse.
Yeah. The eclipse is over.
Yeah, why did you... You guys should have warned me that this was going to hurt like this, man.
We couldn't.
We
couldn't, man.
This hurt, dude. I was pissed off when I was done reading this, dude.
You just told us that you wanted to make sure we had a manga that we read that we could all react to correctly. We needed to see your real reaction to how this ended.
Like, one of the things I like... My favorite things about stories is, like, the ending. Mm-hmm. Because I think like, the most important thing to a story is the ending.
Yeah, because that's when the lesson gets tied up.
Yep.
That and, like, I feel like when you set things up in a story, especially in the beginning, the hardest part is to make it all make sense in the end.
Sure.
Like Lost is a perfect example. Have you ever seen it or anything?
I've watched it when it was like new.
The whole point of
But-
Lost is
yeah.
like they're on an island, they're on a tropical island, and like some weird shit happening. People have powers sometimes, and there's a polar bear on the fuck island,
Yeah.
and there's a big smoke monster, and the whole time you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to explain this. And the ending is literally bullshit.
Yeah, they're like in purgatory. Or
Yeah, that's just a way for them not to explain the cool
Yeah.
shit, and like it's heartbreaking because it's like I invested so much,
Right.
and you
The payoff wasn't enough.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You gripped me with this cool shit that I thought was gonna be explained, and it's not, and it hurts, man. Anime is like a huge like, it does this a lot. Like more times than not, the end of anime isn't gonna be
After
that
seeing
good.
Sun Ken's art, that art kind of depresses me.
What, this?
Yeah.
Well, so here's the
It's
thing,
so
right?
shonen boichi, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The best part is that, like,
I know like the manga's definitely better about it, but that anime looks so shonen. I hate it.
yeah, because, like, the manga is better because you can tell that it's Boichi.
Yeah.
And, like,
The
he
anime,
has
yeah.
frames where it's, like, you can tell that he's, like,
Yeah.
putting in the Boichi flair.
Yeah. I mean, he draws up
Um,
in suits and like the in-betweens. It's great.
Oh, yeah, because he's like, can we animate this? Can I get a better ending for this, please? Thanks.
That'd be fucking sick if they like brotherhooded it or something.
Dude! We'll give you another shot. Like, there's a specific shot that I wanted to show that's like, it shows that he still has it, because it's like Senku, the main character, fighting with one. Are you gonna watch Dr. Stone, Darius? No. Okay, it's Senku fighting with his like main antagonist against another dude, and they're like straight up like kind of back to back, and the main villain is like bleeding, and he's like, if I was your friend, you never would have had a problem. And they're like, we're finally fighting together for the first time, and it's like, oh fuck. It's like that first time Goku and Vegeta team up to fight like someone, right? And you're like,
Yeah, this is where it's at. This is the whole reason why they wrote this story.
it's what we always want.
They're about to fuse.
Do it. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking find that chapter. I have to.
But it hurt. That's all. That's all I can really say, dude.
Yeah,
It was
the
a
ending-
good run. The art was
Ending
amazing.
fizzled.
But yeah, the ending like hurt me, dude.
I agree.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
You
It's
guys
rough.
knew this was gonna fucking happen.
We knew we were gonna
100%.
hurt you. We're sorry.
we knew the ending wouldn't please you for sure.
But it had to happen, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't got much else to say about it, dude. I really don't. I wish I
It's so
did.
shouted.
It is, dude.
You
like,
could just see how like not butchered, but like how he had to tone his style down to
Yup.
fit the shonen aesthetic.
Yeah, because like you can see in the eyes that it's Boichi's eyes.
He's
and
like,
you're
I want to be there right now. But
can I draw another ab? Can I put another detail line, please? And they're like, you leave that boy's chest alone.
I do want to say I'm not ragging on it. I do like the style in Dr. Stone. It's just
Oh yeah,
so obviously different.
it's just one of those things where it's like it's that kind
I love
of
how he does his hands, just like Horikoshi. His hands are fucking amazing.
yeah. It's that like right there. You
Yeah.
can tell he's like, can I shade it?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah, I
shade
think that's it. There's just not enough detail. But that's shonen.
Can I shade it?
And he gets less time because Dr. Stone's a weekly.
Yeah, that's true.
So like,
True.
it's the exact same thing, right? It's I can't wait until what he does after Dr. Stone. And I mean, technically, it's the One Piece one shot that he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's doing that story of Luffy after Ace dies,
Oh,
and it's
nice.
like because that was a novel, and he gets to do the manga adaptation. or
Super
whatever.
glad he's getting respect. Is Dr. Stone still doing well?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it is. It's not like
Not that I expected it to do bad. I just don't keep my ear to the ground on these things.
right. Yeah, it's doing it. So yeah, Sunken Rock. It sure was an adventure. Next week we'll tell you what we're gonna be reading because we need to sort that out.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll figure that out.
The last 2-3 things we've thought about haven't worked out.
Figure it out now, though. They have to read with us, right?
Yeah.
Unless we're taking a week off.
We'll take
We'll take a week off. You need a break after that ending.
And it was rough. Man.
Think we're good for the ending question.
How would you end Sunken Rock if you could write it?
I think we just said.
Yeah, we already did.
It would be a
There's
Bonito arc
Yep.
right immediately after this.
Yep.
With the American Mafia and the
And Korea,
Italian.
all the Koreans have to
Yeah.
leave.
The White
because-
Dragons won.
Yeah.
Now Yumi's top dog.
Yep.
And she controls Japan, Korea, and Sunken Rock has to pick up the pieces.
Exactly. So he goes he and like Pickaxe and like the surviving members have to hide in Italy, and they're like, we have to gain the power back.
Yeah.
That sounds like a more interesting ending.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick, dude.
And then it's great because when I can tell you one of the chapters in that arc, it's we have to find a way to fly back to Korea. Why? Because fucking Tae-Soo is getting transferred and the White Dragon are about to hit.
He's still in prison.
Yup.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have to save Tae-Soo from the
Shit.
White Dragon hit.
Yeah. That'd be sick, dude.
You can see that thing of just like Ken opening the fucking door of like the
Open,
police
you smash
cruiser
through that shit.
on its side because it got knocked over, and he's like, you knew I wouldn't let you down, and like Tae-Soo is just sitting in it, and she's just looking up at him like,
Just expectedly.
Would you
like-
bring back the girl in Captain Hat?
I have no reason not to, especially if she's training with the monks. She's probably gonna be a better character than Kaylin. Kaylin sucks.
No, that's the thing. Kaylin she could have been cool. He just dogged her.
Yeah.
Boichi's just a horny man.
It's true. Women have a much better role in Dr. Stone, which is one really good thing.
Good.
But yeah, so give us a better ending question than that. I hear you. Sorry. You just gave us. You're like, hey, that thing we just talked about for like 20 minutes. That ending question.
I don't know, dude. If you could take over a game franchise and pretty much make the next game in your ideal game, what franchise would you pick?
Fuck.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
The problem with it, right, is that a lot of the things I would have initially said have been fixed, so I can't say them. Because, like, if you asked me this 3 years ago, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry.
It can't be a dead franchise either.
Define dead.
A game has been made in the last 5 years.
It can't be a dead franchise.
Yeah.
Well, then that fucking is dog shit.
Yeah, right.
Bad question.
I'll just make a sequel to Sekiro.
10 years then.
Hey.
If a game hasn't come out in the last 10 years, then
Sly Cooper's on that list.
Sure
so.
is. I almost said it, but no, it took it. What if a demo was made for a game, and then it got canceled?
Yeah.
You're a cock ass. Bro. You have no dick.
it's not
He said PC.
Castlevania, then.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say I think Order of Ecclesia. Came out
What
like
direction
3
would you
times.
go in?
Classic.
Mega Man.
I can't. I want to do Mega Man Legends, but he said I'm not allowed. Fucking
He just
dick.
said franchise. Like, you can pick Mega
Oh,
Man
that's
because...
true. Yeah, Mega Man,
Yeah.
and then I make Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah.
What direction would you take Sly Cooper? Noah?
Shit.
The original
I'm not sure if
direction.
I was a fan of the time traveling. They kind of fucked over Penelope, too. I don't
Yeah.
know why they redid her storyline again, but that was weird.
Her storyline was even like, it makes sense, but piss off.
Yeah.
Bentley, you should be the hero.
Right.
I don't want to be. Also, I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Still, I'd
And she
rather
never
not
cared about
be.
that in 3,
Yeah.
so...
But then again, for most of 3, she wanted that fucking raccoon dick.
Yeah, true. Big true.
So what direction would you take it?
Fuck, dude, I don't know. Just bring Clockwork back. Third time, baby.
Third time's a charm. Clockwork Sun.
Clock, son.
Clock Sun. Fuck you.
I think I'll pick Final Fantasy X and just like Make it good.
Oh, so you're picking Final Fantasy and then doing Final Fantasy X-3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make it
10-3.
not
Yeah, sadly.
make it not 10-2 again.
See, that's the easiest thing in the world for you to do because you already have the game planned out. It's already there for us. It's the game we all wanted 10-2 to be.
What?
It's Jecht, Orin, and fucking Braska, and you
Yeah.
play as them.
Yeah.
Like, that's the game we all wanted!
Yeah.
Fuck! And then they were like, yo, you like idols, right? Well, we're in the West, so no. But thanks anyway. It's the fucking the best description of that game. Is
How
it Final
big K-pop
Fantasy?
is, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Nowadays.
Maybe now. Yeah.
They would sell better now. But yeah, dude, Final Fantasy X was made for a Western audience. Final Fantasy X-2 was made for an Eastern audience. 3 girls, all of them changed their clothes mid-fight. Great.
All
Big
right.
ups.
Thanks for listening. We had a fucking
Long one.
1.5 times podcast this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for taking time every day to listen to us.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We know you matter so much to us. You make all this worth doing.
If I ever see you, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
Remember that when Noah goes to a con, if you tell him
Give me my
specifically, I remember 3/14/50 on podcast
episode
21.
21.
He'll kiss you on the cheek. Thanks
You
for
gotta
listening.
activate me like a sleeper agent.
So it's just playing this big ol' wet one. Yeah, we're gonna go eat food probably. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.